Hey, what is up, collecting crew, and welcome to the Figure Lowdown. This is episode 23. Let me see, 23, all the way around. Wait, 23, the Figure Lowdown. I'm Jay Feezy, and this is Feezy's Figures. If you're the first time here, first of all, thank you for coming through and seeing what I'm all about. Appreciate you giving me the time. For all my returning supporters, for those of you who come back multiple times, even a few times if you already come back, thank you so much again. I appreciate it. Every bit of your time is definitely appreciated. So thank you for returning. All right. As usual, I know, so took a few weeks off. I haven't done this in a few weeks. There was a couple of weeks, one or two, where third party wise, there wasn't a lot to talk about outside of Hot Toys Marvel Legends. There was, a couple of drops here and there. But then this past week, more or less, we started getting a bunch of figures releasing, coming out. And so now I had to kind of pick and choose. Obviously, there's a lot more than what I'm covering here. I kind of picked the ones that were interesting to me, the ones that stood out. So we got quite a few 1/6 scale figures, quite a few of smaller scale, mostly 1/12, but there's also 1/18 and then 1/10, aka 7-inch scale there. We're gonna cover there. As always, if you're new or if you forgot, timestamps will be in the description below after the stream, so you can jump to any of the figures that I've discussed, or if you're catching the replay and you want to just skip to figures of interest, those are always there for your convenience. So give me about within a day to post up those timestamps after the stream. Links to the figures that I'm going to be discussing are in the description as well. They should all be in there now. If for whatever reason I missed one, or there's I made some last minute changes or something, I'll go ahead and throw those in there, as well as any other links to my previous streams that I reference here or anything else. I'll throw those in after the stream as well. So I just got to remember. And if you don't see any of that stuff in there for any reason, just shoot me a comment and then I'll add it in there. But I always do my best with all these streams to put those resources in there for you guys. So be sure to check that out. All right, so like I mentioned, a lot of figures to go through. I'm gonna might do like a speed round. I'll try to be informative, but also be quick because I have some tickets for a movie later, so I gotta keep this about 3 hours. So I know for me, at least with this stream, Figure Lowdown, that kind of goes on. Sometimes, most of the time, I go over that. But all right, so far, I got one guest. I may get more, but one guest joining me popped in at the last second here, and I appreciate him as always. We got Sir Michael Elliott. What is up, good sir?
What's going on, PZ?
Yeah, appreciate you coming through, man.
Yeah. Can I make a quick public service announcement?
Yep.
Yeah, I just want everybody out there to know that I will be changing the name of my channel. So I will be dropping Action Figure Academy. There happens to be somebody else on YouTube with the same name. And also there are a couple other things. There's a group called Action Figure. Whatever. There's like 2 or other channels that have similar names, but I don't need the hassle of, trying to build up subscribers and they're going over there thinking it's me. And to be honest with you, I don't want to take subscribers from another channel. So I'm just going to go ahead and do a name change. And if you want to keep up on the process of that, come on over to S-Beam's show, Collector's Figure, on Monday. I'm on there pretty much every Monday, and I'll give you updates on the name change. Everybody who has subscribed to the channel, I believe I can change the name without dropping you guys. I'm going to look at that. So if you see a new name come up, I'll announce what it's going to be. You might see a change in your subscriber list. But I want to thank everybody for their support, and I'll keep you updated on what's going on. And I appreciate you to let me say that, Fiji. Thanks.
Yeah, for sure. And I'll put in Michael Elliott's IG, so I'm sure that's not going to change, right? That's going to be the same.
Right. Instagram is still the same. Oh, by the way, I'm still doing. I'm going to do that 500 subscriber giveaway sooner, since I'm changing the name of the channel. So I'm giving away a figure on S-Beam's show, hopefully within the next 2 weeks. So you can still come over to me and subscribe as it presently is. Because if you come over and subscribe, make sure I can see your name, I can see you, and you can get into the running for the figure. So everybody, if you want to still go over to me and subscribe. And let me give you a quick look at my logo. That way you don't get confused with the other guy.
Yep.
So you want to look
Yeah.
at
Now,
that?
I have that. I have
In the
Michael
link.
Elliott's link. Yeah, in the Friends of the Channel section. So you go and check that out, and yeah, you can subscribe there. But like I said, after the stream, I'll put in his IG. So for sure, you can reference that. I'm sure Mike will put up notifications when he changes his YouTube channel. He'll let you all know. And then, like he mentioned, S Beam's channel, also Friends of the Channel. So check out that link there. And like he said, every Monday, Collector's Figure, you can catch Mike, S Beam, Blue Tattoo, Local Lou on there. Sometimes I'll jump on that when I can. But yeah, those are all in the Friends of the Channel section.
Thanks, Feast.
Yes, sir. All right, you ready to do this?
Let's go.
Let's go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, collectors, here we go. Jumping right into it. First set of figures. And Mike, I know you discussed this before, but you're a fan, I'm sure, so you'll probably have a lot to say. We got the Soosoo Toys Techno Duo. This is ranging 225 to 280 USD, set to come out as of now, Q3 of next year, 2025. Let's see, one is standing about 28 centimeters, the other about 30, so like slight height difference there. You can see in their helmets on the right here in this photo. A good amount of articulation for these figures, so apparently both of them will have about 30 points of articulation, which is, you don't expect these figures to articulate much, but it's good to have that in there where possible. So I'll go through some additional photos here in a little bit, but real quick on the accessories, we have 32 interchangeable gloved hands, 32. So about, 16 a piece. And they vary, right? To cover most of the hand gestures that you'd want from these two included in there. Two necklaces, they each get one. And then it says one figure stand. So I don't know if you can put them both on there. I guess we'll find out in some photos. But it looks like a stand that you could probably put into both. And for those that don't know or who aren't familiar, these are figures inspired by the former duo Daft Punk. I believe they're former, right, Mike? I think they split up.
Yeah, they were retired.
Yeah, gotcha, retired. Okay, there we go.
Well,
but yeah,
as far as we know, because in the world of music, bands and single performers retire and then they somehow come back.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, if the money's right,
Black Sabbath,
and they're
Black
needing
Sabbath did it. Black Sabbath and a bunch of it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, but these are inspired by Daft Punk. Yeah, for those that you may have heard their music, they did the soundtrack for Tron Legacy, which I'm a fan of. So I think that's what they're most known for. But they also did some hits prior to that you can listen to. Obviously, go to your favorite streaming platform and check out their music, electronic music, which Mike knows a lot about here. So I'll go and turn it over to you, Mike. What are your thoughts on these figures?
Fantastic. But now I'm not as big a Daft Punk fan as you think. Although I do have a couple of their cuts in my playlist when I DJ. I might break a piece or two out. But I always dig their outfits anyway. And quite frankly, man, I'm a huge Soosoo fan. I've got 5 Soosoo toy figures already alone. And yeah, man, the tailoring really looks on point. I mean, there's no, I don't have any complaints. You don't have to worry about a head sculpt. What I am curious about, is that 280 or 85? Is that for both figures?
Yes, it's for both. They come as a set.
I'm in.
I'm in. Yeah.
I am so in.
Yes.
Absolutely, I am in. Yep.
Yeah, 225 to 280, and then as usual, the lower, when I give a range, the lower end is usually without the shipping included, and the higher range of that, the prices in USD is including shipping. So it just it varies depending on where you buy these from.
And in some ways, I'm glad there's slow toys because my wallet took a wrecking ball these last couple of weeks, so I need a year or two before they come out.
Yeah, right. Give you plenty of time to plan and prep.
Absolutely,
get that,
absolutely.
Those funds ready.
Right, but no.
Yeah, so
it was good, man. I really like the way it was.
Yeah, we're definitely covering the music, metal, and mayhem theme of this stream, and we'll there's a couple of there, right? There's some music figures that we'll cover, some metal figures that are both metal in music and in look, and then the Mayhem, as you know, it's crazy. There's a good variety here, so I think that there's something for everybody in this that I'll be covering in this stream. But to touch on these, they look great. The tailoring looks great. They look clean, man. Like the suits, kind of John Wick-ish, minus in addition to the sequins jackets here.
Dude, I'll do a John Wick head on there in a minute. I don't care.
Yeah, keep the sequins jacket.
There's a bunch of heads you can swap out to make that look.
Yeah,
they can all look dope.
Yeah, that's actually a good. I'm glad you brought that up. That's one of the things I was considering on these. So I'm still on the fence on these. I'm thinking more towards the side of not purchasing. But one of the reasons I would is, as you and I both share in common, we like to mix our figures and kind of mix genres and IPs. And these are like figures that you can use in multiple displays, right? Putting the Daft Punk aside, just kind of guys in jackets, like you said, swap the head sculpts, and you still have these good suits here.
Yep. I've got a full stage here. I already know where they're going. They're going right here on my stage. I got Bowie and Prince and Marley already here. So they're going on here. I'm going to have them on both ends of the stage. They're going to be bookends.
Do you have turntables?
Yes. Oh, are you talking about? No, but
1/6.
No problem. They'll be here before they get here.
Nice. Oh, so you are getting these?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I'm going to get those figures, and I'm going to get the turntables.
Oh, nice. And the turntables. Yeah. Same. I have my, if I were to get these, they would go definitely next to on my music shelf.
Absolutely.
So I have Hendrix, Marley, and Kurt Cobain, the Blitzway Kurt Cobain. Those are the three figures I have so far. I think that's it. I'm trying to think if I think I have those so far. So these would go next to them as my 1/6 figure musicians.
Dude,
if I were to get these.
I wish Soosoo would do Hendrix, because that Blitzway Hendrix looks like crap.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate that. I can't believe that the Hendrix estate let that pass, because I don't know if his father's still alive, but his father ran that estate, and that's why all the documentaries you ever see about Hendrix, you'll never hear his music. And his father was not going to let anybody abuse his son's legacy.
Oh, I see.
And so he would keep, which I appreciated very much.
Right.
But that Hendrix Stinction Blitzway, that's a travesty, man. I bet you Soosoo would kill it, because they've already been doing these, and they look great. Soosoo would kill it.
Yeah, I think they do a good job. Yeah, I got it because I'm a fan of Hendrix, so it has that representation. But you're right, the head sculpt could have been better.
I wanted it so bad, and I found a place where I could get it.
Yeah, good price. Okay, decent price.
Hey, man, Hendrix has got to be on the stage, man. There's no way we're not gonna have this without Hendrix. I would just hope another company at least would take another stab at him.
Yep. So Daft Punk. No, I agree, Mike. But so these are the Techno Duo SWToys. Again, links in the description below. If you're interested, like I said, I'm still on the fence, so we'll see where I fall in this. I'll probably not, because again, like I mentioned in my previous streams, I have to really be selective with all these figures coming out. All this, all these figures that we're getting rained on with. It's just, there's a good variety here. That was that. Going on to the next figure. Before I do that, though, gotta address the lovely chat, my peeps. My fellow collectors, thank you for tuning in. Anytime I go live, thank you for those who watch live, and of course those who watch the replay. We got here the movie canon, Gio in the house. What is up, movie canon? Morning collectors, good morning, Gio. Hope you're doing well, man. Hope you're having a good weekend so far with all this rain here we're getting in Cali. Hope you're still making the best of it. Field of Burn in the house. What is up? Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming through again. Appreciate you coming through, Field of Burn. Hopefully you're doing well so far. Jose G Hernandez, aka Jose Plus, aka Fact Checker. What is up, Jose G? Hopefully you're doing well. Also, man, thank you for coming through. We got Philly Z Figurecraft in the house. What is up, Philly? Good morning to you as well, good sir. And Mr. the Fool, Philip the Fool, is also with us. joining us today. Happy Saturday, fellas. Happy Saturday to you, good sir, and to all of you watching. Hopefully you're all having a good one. All right, yeah, thank you again for tuning in and for keeping the chat going. I always appreciate that. Okay, all right, so going on to the next figure. We have, this came up this morning, and I was kind of surprised, and I was,
really?
good timing too. Yep.
Oh, what do we got? Surprise me.
Here we go. Surprise me. Spoil me, baby. This is the Flashpoint Cowboy variant inspired by Cowboy Pool.
Well,
yeah.
But okay.
As a person who voiced this figure in the movie would say, all right. Let's see here. So this is currently, from what I saw, the one retailer, online major retailer that I had it so far is $169 USD, set to come out Q2 of 2025. Let's see. So masthead, as you can see.
Toys, is it?
No, it's not. This is Flashpoint. This is a Flashpoint, third party, unlicensed, obviously.
Yo, this is a bold move. This is a bold
inspired by
it. Holy crap! They don't give a
so you got
damn,
Yep. We'll discuss that here in a second. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Bold. That's a pretty ballsy move there, Cotton. A pretty bold strategy there, Cotton. Bandolier, the belts, the gun holsters. You can see a scarf. 5 hands. That comes with 5 hands, and I'll scroll through here with the accessories. 2 metal revolvers, right? So these are the revolvers are apparently, it says alloy, so I'm guessing they're metal. Doesn't specifically say die cast. It just says alloy. 2. Actually, I'll show here. And there's also a pre-order bonus on 1/6 kit. This is the only place I've seen it so far, and it comes with 2 Wolverine skeleton claws. Claws, yeah, so like the ones that Deadpool straps, and I'll show you why. No, it doesn't make sense that it comes with this, but I do appreciate them including that, and we'll cover that here in a second. But going back to the costume here, so the vest, get this, the vest and the leather and the pants are both leather here. So the vest that you see and the pants on this figure are leather, genuine leather. So that's yep, $169 USD on 1/6 kit so far. But yeah, go ahead, Mike. What were you gonna say about this?
No, man. I mean, like, okay, so you have your third parties who everyone's, well, all right, we'll mess with a figure, and regardless of the license. But I mean, this company decided that they would grab onto a figure that is like smoking hot right now.
Yep.
That all eyes have attention on it, and they're bold enough to go, oh, and look at us, we got a Deadpool. They're just asking for trouble. But I'll tell you, as burned out as I am on it, and I'm so burned out on this character, although I do have the 64 Marvel Legends of him, and I've been having a lot of fun with it. And he's been popping in and out of displays and everything, but I'm not really a huge Deadpool fan. But dude, this is a killer looking figure right here. The way you got, love the tailoring. This looks cool.
Yeah,
and we already got people in the chat. They're creaming all over this place.
Yeah, as long as they clean up. Yeah.
Yeah, and the price, you can't beat that, man.
Exactly. Yeah, I agree with all the points you just made. I mean, looking again, I just saw this morning, and just looking at these photos, look at the weathering on this. Again, leather vest, right? Look at what they added there. The bandana looks a little too clean, but it's like you said, they included it in there. That was kind of cool. They did that. It could have used more weathering, but again, these are just prototype. This is just prototype photos, right? So we'll see if it actually comes out like this.
Oh, that's right. I keep forgetting.
Yeah, you got the head sculpt here with. Yeah.
I'm thinking so. This is
Flashpoint. This is Flashpoint. Yeah.
Did they've been around a little while, haven't they? Come out with other figures before?
Yeah, so the ones that I'm familiar, I don't have any Flashpoint figures, but the ones that I'm aware of that they've done, they came out with a Hell Commander, so inspired by Spawn. Todd McFarlane's Spawn was based on that character, so they did that Spawn, and they just put up recently a Cowboy Spawn. So speaking of Cowboy, I guess they must love the Cowboy theme. That one's called the Gunslinger. So the Flashpoint Gunslinger, that's the Cowboy inspired by the Cowboy spawn, with the taller hat. And yeah, I don't think I covered that before, but
I got him right here, buddy.
Oh, you have him? The gunslinger spawn? Oh, let me see here.
Enhancing you. McFarlane gunslinger. I even got a horse for him too.
Nice. Yep, exactly. Yep, that's right. That figure, but Flashpoint 6 scale is what they're coming. It hasn't come out yet that I'm aware of, but yeah, that's what the other figures they have out so far are put up for pre-order. And so yeah, I was watching some reviews on Flashpoints on the figure that they've released so far. The most recent one was the like I said, that Hell Commander inspired by his Spawn. And they're all pretty similar. There was the suit they used on that one was rubber, again, quality premium materials. So most of the big ass sword that he comes with is metal die cast. That was actually a complaint because people were saying it was too heavy for the figure to hold. But his spikes and the chain that he comes with is metal. It's actually metal, but again, it adds weight to the figure. That big ass. What is it? That boot that he has on one of his legs, that Spawn has on one of his legs.
I know that is the weirdest thing ever.
Yeah, it is. It's a weird design.
Probably made that a character just of the figure. That is so odd.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is odd. I didn't understand that anyways, but that's metal also, which is people were saying it's really heavy. It didn't really need to be, but yeah, that's metal. So they use some quality materials, and with this figure here, this Cowboy variant, it's no different, right? Again, the gun is metal, and they're using leather here. Interestingly enough, though, one of those reviews, I've watched a few reviews for that Hell Commander, and they didn't really go over articulation for some reason. I don't know if they were just afraid or what, but I'm guessing it might be a basic body underneath. Obviously, it's going to be restricted by the clothing here on this one.
Yeah.
So right.
A basic body would keep the cost down, I guess.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, so basic articulation you might have there, if nothing else. Looking at these photos, you can see like the leather pants looks like they're over jeans. So I don't know if they're actually sewn into the jeans or they just kind of pull them over. But it looks like there's like some jeans here.
That pucker right here, just next to it.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yep.
And on the other side, there's a slight opening too. You can see. Yeah. So it looks like it fits on over it. Hmm. Wait a minute. Wait.
Wait a minute. Yep, waiting. What's up?
Well, what do you see? I don't know. Yeah, it does kind of look like it fits on over those. But
yeah, see, I don't know if it's tied up or sewn down here, maybe in the bottom, and just like loose up here. I don't know.
Right, because it almost looks like it's sewn up down near his jewels.
Right. Yeah, and the jewels. Yeah. Yeah, and the cowboy jewels.
Right.
Yeah.
Either way, though, man, it looks good.
Yeah, this looks good, man. And kind of what you were touching on earlier. Yeah, ballsy move. Some people are speculating that Hot Toys may do this, but they haven't teased the Cowboy pool or the Cowboy Deadpool. So, I mean, they could not, right? Nothing's guaranteed. We don't know how deep in the Deadpool core they'll go. Hot Toys will go. And so, Flashpoint's like, you know what? Like you said, Mike, they're going to strike while the iron's hot, going off that Deadpool hype from the movie and from the figures, right? Any 1/6 collectors who are collecting those figures. And they're like, man, we got to jump on this. And so, it's kind of a risk, right? Yeah, this is third party. Yeah, unlicensed. Inspired by Cowboy Deadpool. So, there's always going to be that risk, right? There's that decision we have to make now as collectors. Like, do we get this or do we wait and see if Hot Toys comes out with a version? And if we don't and we wait, and then there's a chance this one might be sold out because of the popularity. So I don't know. A lot of people were asking for this one. I think that I've heard, this is one of the figures they would have liked to have seen. So, and genuine leather, even if Hot Toys comes out, do we think they're going to do genuine leather with metal guns on their figure? I don't know.
Oh, you got to stop that nonsense if they don't. Yeah. These third parties are not. I keep telling these third parties are not joking around.
No, they're not. They're not playing. They're here to stay.
And I understand people talking about the dominance of Hot Toys. Yep. But if you don't think that all of these third party, and it's been a crap load since COVID, if you don't think that their bottom line is not being affected by all of these third parties doing similar figures, you're out of your mind.
Yep. We're all aware, right? Competition's good for the for any industry, for any for any field, right? And this is no different. So these third parties, like you're saying, are bringing it, giving competition to the first parties, and it kind of leads to them to compete each other. I mean, some people can argue like, well, this is unlicensed versus licensed, so you can't really do a direct comparison. But to collectors, we kind of look at what's available to us. It's we don't, a lot of us don't see that. Some people do. Some people are just strictly non third party figures, like, no way, I don't want anything to do with that. And others, they could care less. So price, price is
which is so silly, because if you look at your life, you shop third party every day.
Yeah.
Like some people go to stores and buy generic brand.
Right, generic. Yep, Amazon.
All the time.
Yep, generic brand stuff there. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Price. I was gonna say price is a big factor of that, right? That determines what we buy, and this is no different. So again, if Hot Toys comes out with theirs, we're gonna look at maybe close to, I'm guessing, around $300 if they come out with that. It's just my guess, upwards of 300, 250, between 250 and 300 USD. Again, this one here is 169 USD, so I know price is going to be a big factor with that. I personally decided to pull the trigger on this because, again, the price was more appealing. Even if Hot Toys comes out with theirs, this one here is a good fill-in. I'd be okay with this one. It's pretty, it does a job, right? I mean, I don't mind it. It may not be the same quality as far as the body and maybe some other aspects of the suit, but it looks good to me. And again, the price justifies it for me. So I'm setting that. What's that?
The price is very comfortable.
Yep, exactly. Another thing I was going to touch on here, that the two Wolverine bone claws, or the skeleton hands that this comes with. So here they have it as a pre-order bonus, and on kit it says the same, pre-order bonus. So I don't know if that's a timed bonus, if that's a limited quantity bonus, if that is a retailer exclusive bonus. It just has, more along the lines of like reservation, free gift if you reserve, for reserving or something like that, and along those lines. But translation obviously is a pre-order bonus here. So like I said, I haven't seen this on too many other sites. So I don't know if any other sites will have this. And the claws, the bone claws here, the skeleton here, these right here. As some of you have already saw, or most of you probably saw who are in the community, these are coming with the unmasked Deadpool that they teased, that Hot Toys teased recently, right?
And that's got people upset about it.
Yeah. Some people are upset, some people don't mind. They're like, okay, well,
what's
they understand
upsetting
it is
about
what it is.
What's upsetting about, people have been screaming for an unmasked Deadpool for a long time. I don't understand what the problem is.
Yeah, I think the issue was just kind of the same practice Hot Toys done before, right? Where they release one version of a figure, and then not too long after they release.
Well, that's true. I keep forgetting. Yeah, you're right.
I think that's the main thing there with that. But some people, some people are don't mind that. They understand that that's just business.
But that head sculpt looks really good.
Yeah, from what we saw for that unmasked Deadpool, the Hot Toys one. Yeah. So the claws do come with that Hot Toys version. Well, it will when that's announced, from what they shown. And then they also come with this figure. And so this was another bonus for me. I can use these possibly with the Deadpool, the Hot Toys Deadpool figure. I have the mask version. Hopefully they fit, because you have straps here that'll go around the forearm. So hopefully it fits around that forearm. If not, I might have to do some modifying. But it's a good alternative, right? If you don't have these claws, these Wolverine skeleton claws, it's a good alternative to that. Or you can go the third party route. I mean, there's not a third. Well, yeah, some companies or some users or sellers who just sell this.
Accessories.
The accessories. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they just sell those by themselves. I'm sure you can go that route as well.
It's a Kit Basher's holiday.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So you definitely got options. Again, I'm all about the options. I know I keep saying that, but it's because it's true. I love the options here. So if you don't have any Deadpool figure, or if you just have the masked Hot Toys one, you got some alternatives here. But yeah, like I said, this is coming home for me. I saw this, I jumped on this, and I'm okay with the price and the possible quality or lack thereof that this might have. But it's all good. It's all good for me.
Well,
Mike,
if the final product turns out like this is going to get scooped up. Folks are going to buy this. They're going to buy it.
Yeah, again, especially if Hot Toys doesn't feel that doesn't come out with their counterpart to this, then this may be a sought after figure. I'm thinking.
I think it's going to get scooped up regardless.
You think so? Yeah, regardless.
Yep. You're still gonna have. It's not like the entire collecting community is on the same income. It just doesn't work that way. And you're going to have some people that are going to go, I cannot, as much as I want to, I cannot do even $200. And they see they can get a Deadpool for $167 and it looks like that. Absolutely, that's going to sell, regardless.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, that's why I keep preaching options, right? Because otherwise, if you just have, one figure from one high-end premium company and collectors want that figure, they're going to have to pay that if they want it. It's like it's either you buy it or you don't, right? But if you have other companies doing the same figure, then you have different price points, which obviously benefits collectors.
Yep.
Exactly. Yes, sir. All right, let me address the chat here. Didn't forget about you guys. I know I just kind of went on. I was in the zone there talking about this figure. Yeah, this figure looks good, man. I just really like it. Let me see what some of y'all think here. KJ Smith in the house. What is up? What is up, KJ Smith? He's saying, "What's up, peeps?" Field of Burn is also on the same page as I am. Must have. Buy.
Cream.
Yeah. S-Beam, Superior Beam in the house. Yeah. Uh-oh. What is up, S-Beam? Yeah, hopefully you're having a good day so far, man. And you're having a good weekend. Let's see here. Make Mike play 20 or Feezy's 20. If we have time, we'll see.
Ignore that comment. I saw it earlier and I ignored it.
I think you could have got that one if you were playing. Reverse Zio in the house. What is up, my man, my guys? Well, if it isn't two studs.
Every time I see him on Collected Joe, I just want to start running backwards.
You want to start running backwards, you said?
In reverse Zio.
Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, what is up, man? Hopefully you're doing well, Zio.
I think Reverse Flash is like one of his favorite characters. I think
that's where he got his. Yeah,
that's what I said. I want to run backwards.
Yeah, and Zeo Rangers, I think, were his favorite Power Rangers. Zeo, so I think he combined those two. Correct me if I'm wrong, Carlos, but I think that's what it was, where you got your name from there. Field of Burn is saying, I wanted to kit bash my Deadpool 2 figure to look like this. No work for me. Yeah, right. They just do the work for you. It's like practically there. Yeah, saved you the time and the effort there. You don't have to put maximum effort into it. You can put minimum effort and just pull and then pay for this figure. Aunt Jemima in the house. What is up? Saying what up, guys? Thank you for coming through, Aunt Jemima. Good to see you here again. One of the frequent visitors, man. I appreciate you coming through each time. Let's see. Yeah, they're also saying I agree. The bandana needs more weathering. Yep. That's. I think that might be the minor complaint collectors may have. At least the majority, anyways. But I could be wrong.
If you're gonna complain about a piece of cloth around the neck not being weathered,
yeah,
I'm sorry. Somebody's got a problem.
Somebody, yeah. I would say it's a criticism, right? I think it's if I had a preference for me personally. I mean, like I said, I'm not getting it anyways, but like we all say, nothing's perfect.
Just wipe your brow a couple of times. You'll be fine. Wipe your
yeah.
I think wrap it around.
After dinner, just kind of clean up around the mouth there. Yeah. Have it laid out on my lap, open it up, and just lay it out on my lap.
Especially after dinner, because that's something Deadpool would do. Slob all over.
Yeah, right. Yeah, cheese sauce from the chimichanga or something. Let's see here. We got Phil the Burn saying, if I can get the claws, then I don't have to worry about that DX Deadpool. Right, yeah, exactly. Again, good option for those who don't necessarily want that unmasked Hot Toys Deadpool that's soon to be announced, but want those claws, right? The Wolverine skeleton claws. This is a good option here. You get a different Deadpool and you get those claws to come with them. Again, I know it doesn't make sense because this figure never had it, but it just seems like more of like an incentive to get this figure, right? Which is smart from Flashpoint. Right? All right. Any other thoughts on this Cowboy variant? Mike, before we go to the next one? Move along. All right, moving on here. Let's see. Okay, so next up,
we're getting you out of here. You got
I know, right? Yeah, I appreciate you. Thank you. Yeah.
I need to shut up and move you on. Go ahead.
Appreciate that. No, if you got some good thoughts, man, if you have anything interesting you want to share, feel free. Just let it out. All right, here we go. Next one. So I've covered this line before. This is the Under versus Beautiful Chemistry latest figure here, and this is the Planthopper Maiden. So pricing, again, this has kind of been on par for these for figures of this line that have come out. It's cheaper on their website. If you go directly to their Under versus Beautiful Chemistry website, it's, I should say, least expensive there. So 180 USD on that side, but everywhere else the price ranges from 206 to 235 USD. This one's set to come out Q2 2025 as well, and 25 points of articulation. So kind of less than your kind of typical 30, what we've been getting recently from a lot of figures. So limited articulation in that aspect. This one's pretty interesting. So it has a head sculpt with UV light activated paint. And there's some photos in here that kind of shows that off. 3 pairs of hands. Let's see, a semi-transparent top, an inner top, a fur faux coat, and that's basically, the backpack. There's like a Planthopper backpack that's in the shape of like a butterfly here. I'll show off here in a second. Pattern fan, a plain fan, and a bracelet, and a small little, what they call a magnetic Planthopper. Sorry, that it's magnetic, so it can attach to her hand. And let me go through some of these photos here. So yeah, very artistic like, which is the point of this line, this Beautiful Chemistry line, right? I talked about this line when it first started a few figure lowdowns ago, and I'll throw that link in the description below also so you can reference that. But this is a sub line of Underverse, and this is more so meant to get artists and bring their characters or their creations to life in figure form, right? So they've chosen some artists to kind of design some figures, and so they have about like 4 or 5 artists that they based their figures off of, and this is one of them. This is the artist is 127, or Alone Lee 127, and they've done one previous figure, and I'll show that here in a second also. But yeah, very kind of stylized, kind of anime-ish, cartoony. You can see how it could be represented as you can see this could be someone's drawing, right? This is how this looks, the appearance of this. But yeah, it just kind of along those lines of more like artistic side of the figures here. There's that backpack, that Planthopper I was talking about, that's on her back. Very tall, thin, lanky figure, kind of robotic. And here's an example of that UV activated paint on the half of the head sculpt there, or on the right side of the eye as well. So yeah, definitely an interesting take here. Any thoughts on this one, Michael?
This is dope.
Yeah, you like this?
Dude, but I wouldn't get it. It wouldn't fit in my collection, and it's too childlike.
I gotcha. Yep.
But the artistic nature is fantastic. I really love the keep going with the pictures. I love the shots where she's like standing straight up and down. Keep going.
Keep on going. Yep.
Yeah. Like keep going like that. I would the one before that. You're already right there. I just love that, just that straight up. And then just the way they crafted the legs, and then these outrageous platforms, shoes.
Yeah.
The way they play with geometry and the different. Yeah. It's as far as an artistic piece, it's fantastic. It just now what I would do just to make an ideal gift for a woman.
Yeah. Who's also into art and fashion. Yeah, I can see that. I was thinking that too.
I've given a figure to a woman before, and she goes, "You know something? Nobody's ever did this. This is so cool." Nobody gives women figures. A guy, if you really want to make it with a chick, find her even a hot toy. Like get her a Black Widow. Like I got, a lady friend of mine for her birthday, a Shiri Black Panther.
Oh, nice.
Loved it.
Did she?
And she doesn't even collect, but she said this would just be great to have it, on my desk at work.
Are you sure she wasn't playing you? She was like playing it up, like, "Oh wow, this is great, thanks, Mike."
Yeah, let me
And then you go
something.
back and you see it in
Well,
the closet.
Easy, you're an old player. You know when a woman's excited and when she's not.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
how she gonna go next? Yeah, you got
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
But no, seriously, great looking. Not quite for me, but I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I'm right there with you, man. I was thinking the same thoughts. It's not something I would get, although I have gotten one of the Underverse figures before from a different artist, based on a different artist. But this one, yeah, I can also appreciate the artistic nature of it as well, which is the point of these figures again. But yeah, that's not something for me here. So going on real quick to the website here. So I have it up. This is the UVBC.com website. Again, a subline of Underverse. And so we have the artists here that have some figures, that have done figures or will have figures coming out. Some of these you may recognize, like this one here with the dinosaur head. That was already up for pre-order. Here's 127. Oh, this one, yeah, this Nicholas Nimiri, I think I would say. One of my favorites. I have this one on pre-order, this white tiger, kind of samurai white tiger looking character, right? I pre-ordered that figure based on this artist here. This other one I have is Zine Chen. This is the Exorcist JJ figure. This one's really cool. This one caught my eye. And there's another one from the same artist. This one's up for, I have this on pre-order also. This was really cool. Love the colors on this.
SB makes a quick comment. Hot girl winner, Mike.
Hot girl winner, yeah.
Yeah, hot girl, all seasons. Hot girl fall,
all season,
hot girl spring, yeah. Go ahead.
Hot girl all year round.
All year round.
All year round. 127. So the other figure from 127 that I was referring to here, this artist is this figure that I believe I covered on a previous figure lowdown. This one reminds me of, I think I mentioned this in that same episode, that same stream. This reminds me of Edna Mode from The Incredibles. You know, Edna Mode.
Oh,
she obviously had
yeah.
black hair, short black hair and glasses, but
right.
This one also has glasses, but it kind of has that aesthetic of Edna Mode. And the artist who did the Gorillaz artwork, you know, the band Gorillaz, the group, it kind of has that look on this figure particularly. So this one's cool. Again, this is one I passed on, I didn't get, but this is another cool artistic looking figure here. Compared to, there's some slight differences, right? Compared to, oh, sorry, I just realized I wasn't even sharing it. Sorry about that all.
I thought there
here we
was,
go.
Okay, I thought
right
you had moved on. I was wondering was.
Yeah, scratch that. Okay, let me rewind.
Yeah, I'm backing
right,
up too. I'm going to reverse.
Yeah, reverse.
Thank
No,
you.
yeah, gotta do it justice here. Rewind. There we go. All right. So you have all these artists. Nicholas Namori. Sorry, this is the one I was referring to here. I just realized I wasn't showing. My bad. My bad. Also, here's a white tiger.
I thought you meant that figure.
Yeah. No, my bad. Yeah, the dragon head lady I was talking about, the dragon skull, Zine Chen. This is the Exorcist JJ figure, right? This one, and then this is the one round I was talking about.
Yeah,
right,
man.
the same
I
artist.
think that jacket on her, man.
Yeah,
wow.
This puffy jacket. Yeah, this boxer. Yeah, this looks badass. She has a tattoos also on the arms. Yeah, this one looks badass.
These are dope figures, man. They really do.
Yeah, they do. Yeah. Here's Katsuya Tarada. Apologies if I mispronounced that. I don't think there's a figure on this artist yet that's been put up. I might be misremembering, but that's all also in that line. So going back to 127 here. Here's the Edna Mode / Gorillaz figure I was talking about here.
Right.
This here, yeah.
Yep.
So this was already up for pre-order. Passing on this one, but this one definitely was cool also. Also done by 127. Yep. So yeah, links in the description below to this figure here. If you want to check out more, or uvbc.com to go to this website where I was at and check out those other artists, those other figures on that. So let me address the chat real quick here. Go back to the chat. Let's see. Where am I? Oh, S-Beam saying, how cool would this guy be in my Western bar display? Oh yeah, referring to the Cowboy variant. Yeah, that reminds me. Thank you for reminding me that when I put that in the chat, the Flashpoint Cowboy variant, A lot of people had similar ideas on that. You know, if you wanted to, you can start a Western kind of shelf for your what if figures, right? If you want to call them what if, or just your comic Western characters, because we have, like I said, there's that Spawn Gunslinger that's up for pre-order. There's now this Cowboy Deadpool. There's that Logan. I have the So-So Logan. That's in the
hey,
Cowboy.
Man, if you got a Clint Eastwood, throw him in there.
Yeah, I don't, but I know Beam does. I think that's why he was referring to. I think Beam has one or two Eastwood, Mr. Eastwood figures that. That would be a cool display, man. For anyone else collecting those Western figures, that'd be a cool. Get up here. Let me jump back real quick here. Yeah, have like your Western shelf.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
And that Val Kilmer Doc Holliday, it's still you can find it almost anywhere.
Yeah, I have that one. I have the one by Redman Toys, the newest one. I think it's a 2.0. Yeah, I have that one. Yeah.
Still around, man.
Yep.
So,
you go. Yeah.
You can really hook your saloon up. Yep.
Yep. Phil DeBurn here, also referring to the Cowboy variant. Cowboy Deadpool already getting a head sculpt from Present Toys. Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm doing the same. I have that. I almost forgot about that too. So I have that. I think that was called the Bald, is what they called that. Yeah, the unmasked, inspired by the unmasked Ryan Reynolds head sculpt from Deadpool. Let's see here. Hot Girl Winner. Yeah. So let's see here. Sure. Oh yeah. Thanks, Beam. Yeah. Share screen with me. Yeah. Appreciate it. He
good looking out. I'm sitting up here like a knucklehead. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Just let me know, Mike. If something seems off, just let me know, because I'm like looking at a different screen for all these photos versus the StreamYard one. So yeah. Apologies all. You're like, what the hell is this guy talking about? What is he doing? All right. Going on to the next figure here. We got. We're going to go on an Asmus binge here. So we got some Asmus figures coming up here. There's quite a bit. Yep. Or Asmus, as some people would say. Yeah. I don't know. It seems like there's a competition between them and Star Race here. But what's that?
Star Disgrace.
Yeah, Disgrace. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, you mentioned that in the chat. And I was like, oh, I like that. Actually pretty clever. Let's see. Where did I leave off here? Where'd it go? Oh, here we go. All right, first up, we got the Ace Ventura Shady Acres version here.
This is a travesty.
This doesn't look great. Head sculpt off the bat. It can say the face doesn't look on point, but you can obviously tell it's supposed to be Jim Carrey. But yeah, definitely could be better. So this is, again, Asmus, Ace Ventura Shady Acres version, because there is a standard Ace Ventura figure that I believe that's already up for pre-order. I don't think that's come out yet or released. Correct me if I'm wrong, but either way, I don't have any of those. But so Shady Acres, for those of you who remember in the movie where he went undercover, he was acting like he went into like the that what do you call it? Like the that home, the caregiving home for people with like mental disabilities, right? He was kind of going undercover to go in there and infiltrate, to get some info on Ray Finkel. So yeah, he went in there. So this is $220 USD, set to come out Q1 of next year, 2025. Comes with 2 head sculpt, your standard. So there's a standard head that they haven't revealed yet. They have that blurry. They blur it out for some reasons. I don't know why. Maybe it's still a work in progress. And then they have this Shady Acres version here that you see. They have, so this is pretty cool. There's a pair of articulated arms with exposed joints, and then a pair of seamless arms that kind of show here in a second, and a lot of accessories. What's up?
All these companies all of a sudden can swap out arms. They weren't doing this. They weren't doing this a couple of years ago. Then not
they
this
weren't.
Still a couple.
Which I'm glad they're doing, man.
They weren't doing it.
Yeah, and so look like the knees here. Like you can see, the knees are seamless as well. I think that just comes standard. One of the accessories is this folded box.
That's dope. That's pretty dope.
That he comes with. Yeah, it is. There's that scene again where he's almost. I think he's in he's in the records room or whatever. He's trying to look through boxes of personal items from previous patients. And someone comes in. He's looking for a place to hide, and he starts throwing himself in this box. And he obviously doesn't fit.
Doc Martens? Those are dope.
I think they're supposed to be. I don't know if they're actually branded. But yeah, they're his boots. Yeah.
I like the thread on the bottom. There's nice detail.
Yeah. I
know,
right?
They're not dirty enough, though. Okay.
No, you're right. No, that's past for me. Then I'm out. I'm out. Yeah. And then there's another version of the box that has like a splayed out that's kind of broken. Oh man, it's funny. It's just funny thinking about it. But yeah, I like how his face is like the same in both. Obviously, because there's just a one sculpt here, but I like how his face is just the same in both.
Now it
photos.
looks more like him upside down than it, you know. And
yeah, I know they just turned upside down.
Yeah, those swap out seamless arms can help, but that doesn't look cool right there.
No, yeah, it doesn't. They have they have a weird design. Even with the exposed joints there, the design seems unique. I don't know. Like I said, I don't have any Asmus figures, so I don't know if that's typical of them. But
ugly.
Compared to like the way other figures do it, yeah, it's an interesting, unique design. So I'm not familiar with how well they work.
That's ridiculous.
But let's see here. So these right here are
Looks too obvious.
What are these? Oh, just glove boxes, right? So look, boxes for that the hand gloves come in. Oh, because he finds it and he's like isotoners.
Yeah, isotone.
Yeah, yeah. That Ray Finkel had in there in his box.
Yeah,
just
I really need to watch this movie again for laughs. It's been a while.
I was literally just thinking that too. Yeah, come on, coach, give me a chance.
Yeah, you get me all fired up. But sometimes I'll do a Saturday night movie, and sometimes I'll pull back and I'll pull like real old, like the '80s and stuff.
Yeah,
just right here, this would be a great one to pull out and just take a look at tonight.
Yeah.
What a
this one just makes me laugh looking at it.
He's a moron.
Yeah. Again, because of face sculpt and just the way he looks, yeah, he's a moron. He plays the part. That's Jim Carrey right there. That's what he does. I mean, and face sculpt aside, this just looks like a fun figure. Like I was saying in the chat, if
I guess I guess you can get past and he's such an iconic character. I wish he looked a little more like him. The hair is too plasticky looking though, man.
Yeah.
Could use a job on it too.
Right.
Yeah,
I agree. Yeah, there's definitely improvements that could be made. Hopefully, the final is better. But from what I've heard about Asmus, the few reviews that I've seen so far on another figure we'll talk about here next, QC issues is a problem. Has been a problem for Asmus recently. So I don't know. If you plan on getting this, don't expect a lot going in. Just an FYI, or go check out some reviews to see what I'm talking about. But yeah. They seem like decent figures, but QC issues with accessories and
but they're still hot and cold. It's scary. Like they come out with the Gandalf, people love it, and then they come out with something else, people going, "This is absolute garbage." I mean, it's like no gray areas with these guys.
Yeah, it seems like it's hit or miss. Yeah, exactly. Base here, special backdrop base with a door here. You have the figure stand, and then you can put the door behind it, which is cool. Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah, the crush boxes here that I was saying, the two different boxes, the intact box mode, and then you can transform it into crush box mode.
Yeah.
It even has Finkel's name on there. Yeah, Ray Finkel's storage box. Yeah. And this really made me laugh here. These knitted coasters that apparently, in the movie Ray Finkel knitted, and they say "Die Dan" on there, referring to Dan Marino. Yeah, Die Dan. Oh man, this just makes me laugh every time I look at these. This is funny. Yeah, really funny. These accessories are awesome, man. This would be kind of worth it just on alone, in addition to the appearance. But yeah, the packaging box for the gloves, Ray Finkel's diary with looks like it has some writing on there, and yep, you guessed it, laces out written all over it. Yeah, it looks like you can open it and close it. Oh man, let's see what else we got. And there's a close-up shot.
Everybody wants to be in art.
Everyone, wants to be in art. Yeah, premium quality book and pages. Yeah. Yeah, printed on inkjet printers.
Come on, people, it's paper. I mean,
it's paper. Yeah.
Don't be charging me extra for paper. That'll piss me off.
Yeah, it's not weathered though, so I don't know. It might be questionable.
Yeah. Oh no, yeah. No, I mean, listen, it's I guess it's a decent attempt. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a decent attempt. I praise them. Props for doing it. Making the figure kind of to what Feel the Burn's point here. Who and their mama asked for this? Who in their damn mind?
I mean, it's here, so I mean,
yeah,
what to do about it now? So.
Yeah, this kind of goes back to what I touched on. I think in one of my previous streams is, I'm all for companies doing kind of these niche figures, because there's collectors out there, there's fans of this stuff. It may not be a majority, right, but there's people out there who like and enjoy this type of stuff. It may not be for everybody, but it's always cool, a good feeling, because I know I've seen some figures come out that not a lot of people like, and I'm pretty stoked and excited for them. Like, oh wow, that's awesome, they did that. I'm
sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say, yeah, so it's cool that they're doing this. Yeah, it may not be for everybody, it doesn't look the best, but I'm sure there's some either diehard or hardcore Jim Carrey fans, Ace Ventura fans, or just film fans, right, who have like a film shelf going and they want to have like this type of representation on there. So like, there's kind of a few different types of collectors that may enjoy this, but I agree, it's not for everybody. What were we gonna say, Mike?
Oh, this is a mega iconic character. You better believe tons of people were asking for it. You're just asking for a better version. Because I mean, if I didn't have so many other more pressing figures, coming down the pipe. Yeah. If this was done well, I wouldn't mind having a Ace Ventura Pet Detective figure, depending upon who made it.
Yeah, look at right here. Look at this interesting joint here on the elbow. But again, they also comes with swap out seamless arms here. Yeah. But yeah, again, one of the reasons why these third-party companies exist, right? To do figures that no one else, no first-party or officially licensed companies or figures would do, right? They kind of come out and you're like, you know what? We want to do this figure. All it takes is a few people to come together. They start off either in their garage or wherever, a small factory, and just build a figure that they want to see, and they also want to provide maybe to a few select others who are interested in buying it, right? And then they make limited quantities, and that's how they start off, and they kind of go from there. So, more power to them, right? They're like, you know what, we're gonna do this. How many times have we thought, I want this figure, and it would be nice if I just did it, but we don't have obviously the time or the resources to do that. But these other inspired, motivated companies are like, you know what, let's try it, let's see how it goes, and they take the risk, and sometimes it doesn't always work out, and we don't get great figures, but other times, at least they tried, and that they just need that little kick, and they kind of go from there, and it turns out they turn out to be bangers. So they all start somewhere, right? They all start somewhere. Yep. 14 Wellington in the house. Hiya, what is up, Ray? Thank you for coming through. Judo chop. Hiya. Yeah. What is up, 14? Thank you for coming through. This is Asmus. Yes, it is. Yes.
Yeah, welcome to Asmus World.
Yeah. Philip the Fool. Yep. Laces out. Yeah, and I think I might want to watch that this weekend. Kind of retouch on that. But so this is again Ace Ventura Shady Acres version. There is, like I said, a normal version up for pre-order that covers. It's really fully clothed, like as far as like the forearms and the arms. So I think you won't be able to see the joints. The head sculpt I don't think is I think it's about on par with this, so it's not as great either. But if you prefer the standard looking version of Ace Ventura, that's also up. I think that's still available, so you can check that out.
That's the finale right there. That's it, right? That's not the prototype. That's the finished product.
No, I think this is a prototype. This is just went up for pre-order recently.
Then there's room for improvements. Great.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yep, definitely room for improvement.
I thought that was the finished product. All right.
Yeah, no, yeah, just went up for pre-order. So yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed, the final does get at least slightly improved.
Yeah.
All right, so here we go. Next one, sticking with Asmus, unfortunately. Yeah. They came out with a lot of figures, though. This one looks pretty cool. You guys know me and my horror figures, but we have the...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, why did it go small again? Here we go. We have the Evil Dead 2 Dead by Dawn Deadite Ash Williams. So this is the Deadite version. Let's see here. This one is $210 to $254 USD. Set to come out January of 2025, this coming January. Setting a little over 12 inches. So your typical, 1/6 scale height. This is closer. It's like 12.5 inches, so about 32-ish centimeters. 32 points of articulation, which is I was kind of surprised to see, because usually, figures, I mentioned already a few of them that have 30 points. So this has 2 additional points. So if you act now, you'll get 2 additional points of articulation. I don't know what those 2 additional points are, but FYI, it's there if you're interested. 2 Deadite head sculpts, and again, I'll scroll through the photos so you can see the 2 different head sculpts. He comes with 10 hands, most of them being bloody, again, because this is like the zombified Deadite version. 1 wrapped up wounded right hand. As some of you recall, he cuts off his hand because it ends up being infected, right? So he cuts it off. He has 1 pointy left hand, an axe, some loose pages of the Necronomicon, a basic figure San, 1 possessed hand with a middle finger and a necklace. So yeah, these are the 2 head sculpts here. You kind of see like you have more of like a kind of surprised, startled, neutral face, and then this one kind of like a smiling, evil grin type head sculpt here, that face. And we'll kind of go through these photos here. What are your thoughts on this one here, Mike?
Oh, pass.
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good. I mean, it looks cool. There's another head.
Switch up the view here. So yeah, you can kind of, so here's the middle finger, the possessed middle finger hand. Here's the wounded hand that you can replace for, you can remove one of his hands and put this wrapped up wounded head on there. The loose pages of the Necronomicon. Let me zoom in here.
So in the movie, he cuts his hand off because it's infected?
Yeah, so his hand gets possessed. I forget exactly how, it's been a minute, but it becomes possessed and it has like a mind of its own. Yeah. And so he ends up cutting it off. He cuts it off, and it ends up, and the hand ends up being like its own, like thing.
Walking around like thing.
Yeah, like thing from Adam's Family. Yeah, it ends up being like that. And then obviously he covers his wound with the bandages here, so hence why you have the wraps here. Axe.
I can imagine you get the figure. What do you do about while you're playing with it? You have it hacking up other figures, or what do you? I would
put it with my zombies.
In the privacy of your little studios out there.
Yeah.
You take out your Evil Dead characters and you have them axing each other to death.
You could actually. I would do that. Yeah, I would put them with my other zombies and put in like my zombie hunters. Combine those two.
No. I'm asking you. You're not getting what I'm saying. Do you literally get your figures and go?
I see.
Killing each other?
No, I don't do that. Yeah.
Come on, man. What's the fun of having those? You got an axe you're using.
Have them. I put them in the pose, but no, I don't actually.
Easy now.
Yeah, take an axe too. If it was die cast, maybe I'd start cutting my food with it or something. I don't know, cutting like little really pickles or something.
I would love to see that.
So
culinary school.
Yeah. I got Spawn's like die cast sword chopping up like pickles or ham or something.
Why don't you do a new segment call it Food and Figures? There you go.
Yeah, you might as well, right? I've noticed there's a lot of kind of spin-offs of other shows doing like a food type of base or baking type of challenge type thing. Like characters from other IPs, they kind of do like a baking or cooking spin-off type show.
Awesome.
Yeah, maybe start that separate live stream going. Yeah, cooking with Feezy, frying with Feezy. Feezy's frying. But so yeah, this is So based on Evil Dead 2, for those that aren't familiar, this is more of like the comedic kind of version. This is when the point where the movie kind of starts leaning more towards comedy horror, where the first one is kind of more strictly horror. The original, I'm talking about the original Evil Dead. And so for those of you that aren't familiar, Asmus has come out with the Evil Dead figures before. So they have an Ash Williams. So let me pull that up here. In a clean version, well, I don't want to clean, but an Ash Williams standard version, and then there's a luxury version. So let me switch it up here. See, I remembered this time. So there's this Ash Williams here that you can see. That's the non-Deadite, right? But they also have this luxury version here, and this one also comes with the Deadite head sculpt here. So you can see there's some differences though. Let me kind of switch between the two.
Actually, that looks better than the other one.
Yeah, right. And this is also from Evil Dead 2: Dead by Dawn. So it's interesting here. Again, you have options. What's up?
Is it the same character as the other one we just looked at?
Yeah, same character, but you can see there's way more. This is way more detailed, right? Detailed.
Unbelievably
looks better.
Yeah.
Yeah, here we go. Look at now going back to the other one I just covered. Oh, what it goes? Okay.
I mean, there's no comparison.
Look at that. Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's interesting. But the thing is, right? So with this luxury version, this is kind of more clean, whereas the Deadite version is kind of more. The clothing is more weathered and more dirty.
Yeah.
This luxury version does come with this ripped shirt, and so there's that factor. So maybe if you get both, you can probably put the Deadite sculpt on this one.
Yep.
Yeah, this one comes with that base. This is like this luxury version also comes with this diorama base with this other Deadite coming from the basement. This is Henrietta.
Henrietta.
Yeah, that's her name. Yeah, but yeah, that's really cool base.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a girl. Yeah, it's a bigger lady. Yeah, really.
Moly.
Yeah, a really cool base. I was watching reviews on it, and it looks really awesome. There's the
She's
vice.
been down there way too long.
Yeah, yeah, really cool.
Oh, that's
So it's interesting. Yeah, here she is again. This is again the luxury edition. This has been up for a while. And it's already out. So if you want to go check out some reviews on this figure, and just to get a general idea of how this figure is. But again, QC issues. There was some an issue where from certain distributors, this base, this Henrietta piece was shipped without the hair. And so Asmus had to issue a statement, of course, apologizing, and they made it right by sending out new replacements, I should say, with the hair. The hair has like this kind of, I think it's synthetic hair, right? And it was either glued or I don't know how they put it on there, but for some reason,
you didn't bother to order this when it came out?
No, I still might actually now that because again, going back to. Let's see here, right? So if we go back, so you have the Deadite version, you have the Ash Williams standard version, and then you have this luxury version that has basically each one of those combined in one, right? So it's kind of for those collectors who only want one iteration of Ash Williams, you can go that route. You can do one or the other. Although this says out of stock here, but I'm sure you can buy it, after secondary market or something and buy it somewhere else, or look for it if you really want it. This luxury edition is still available here on their site, and it has both options, right? So, but again, the luxury edition doesn't have the same weathering as this Deadite Ash version. The Deadite Ash version also has bloodied hands, like I mentioned, and this one has some bloody hands, but not a lot. Here, let me see if I can. Again, this is just me kind of going through for a comparison to show you.
Sure. Do you got any Evil Dead at 80 scale by any company?
I do. So that's one of the reasons why I didn't get these 6 scale ones, because I was pretty content with. I have the NECA version, the Ash Williams from NECA, and it doesn't. They don't show a picture of the hands here, but yeah, the hands are cleaner on this one compared to the Deadite version here, the bloodied hands on that. So that's something to consider. Also, on some of the reviews I was watching, again, going back to QC issues. So here in the prototypes, they showed these slashes on his chest. On some, at least one reviewer that I saw, his figure didn't come with this. They either like omitted it or gave him the wrong body or what, I don't know, but they didn't have these slashes here on his chest. Yeah. So that was kind of.
How do you box up a figure that's supposed to have damage like that and go and don't even notice it? Or I mean, you don't want to make it. You don't want to think they're malicious enough to just give them any body.
Right.
But how do you make that mistake?
Yeah.
Because it's visible.
Yeah, I have no idea. Yeah, wow. I don't know if it's with all figures or just with that one reviewers or the couple reviewers or what. I don't know. But again, yeah. So articulation is pretty basic. The one thing that the reviewer did say, there's no torso articulation, so just be wary of that. Be aware that there's this is like a solid rubber piece on the upper torso, so there's no articulation on it. Okay. But everything else, double jointed elbows, legs, or knees, I should say. Head sculpt wasn't the best for the Ash Williams here, the standard. It was decent, but not the best from what I've heard.
Wow.
So yeah, you have options here if you're. Oh yeah, here's the the middle finger possessed hand. The head sculpt for the Deadite version. So you got options, right? If you just want the straight zombified Deadite version, that's here. If you want both, you can get the luxury version. If you want just your standard Ash Williams figure, then there's that as well. So you got definitely got your options there. I'm still leaning toward the luxury version. I don't know if I want to get a 1/6 scale version or just call it good with the NECA that I have of Ash. So we'll see. We shall see. All right. Any other thoughts on that one, Mike?
Move along.
Moving along. All right. Actually, let me address the chat real quick. Don't want to forget about the chat here. Let's see. Feel the Burn saying, I would get this, but after their Ash Williams figure last year. Yeah. See, that's the thing. Kind of heard a lot of issues with that one. Also saying, Sideshow's doing something with Evil Dead 2, maybe a 2.0 of Ash. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think, I can't remember now if they did, if there was a tease of that. But yeah, that's another option, right? If you want to wait to see what Sideshow comes out with, because I know they do horror figures as well. They have a good amount. So that's an option too if you want to see what Sideshow comes out with possibly in the future on their version. So yeah, again, you got options. All right, so again, sticking with Asmus, the binge here, this is going to last set of figures that we're going over with Asmus. Sticking with the zombie line, we have from the Bitten series. They did quite a few of these. This is Khloe. So we're going over Khloe and Katty. So we're going to look at Khloe here first. Fine then. You can close your eyes if you want to, Mike. It's all good. We have, so yeah, this is Khloe. So these are kind of little zombified girls here. Let's see. So Khloe comes with this bunny doll that you see. Half of Uncle Tommy's head, which I'm thinking it's like literally that. They have it blurred out in the image, so I'm not sure what exactly that's going to look like. But yeah, apparently they're Uncle Tommy, half of his head, a hammer, her diary, exclusive scene set, which we'll look at here, newspaper, candle holder. Let's see, 5 hands, and then pink leather shoes, which I thought was interesting. So she's coming with pink leather shoes, but again, from the Bitten series, zombie line, zombified here.
Kind of weather. Is this not Evil Dead? Isn't something different?
No, yeah, this is something different. This is their Asmus's Bitten series, the Bitten line.
So this is made up by them. This has nothing to do with any other IP.
Correct. Yeah, I believe that's the case. I don't recognize. I think these are just generic zombies that they made. But again, correct me if I'm not in the chat or in the comments here if I'm wrong. But I think this is Asmus's own line, their own IP here. Yeah, this looks really cool though. I love you know me and zombies. I'm loving the sculpt and the paint on the missing lower jaw. Yeah. This looks really creepy, which is obviously the point of horror figures. Man, look at that. Look at the detail here in the sculpt that they had to go through in that. Again, prototype though. Let's see if the final actually comes out like this. Even if it's probably like a 10% downgrade, you can kind of intentionally mess up and it may still look good because obviously it's a kind of open wound. So that kind of will probably help it, right? If you have any imperfections that might kind of blend in. The hands look kind of plastic here just based on these photos. Like they have like a shine to them, I should say, but they're not really as matte. So that may kind of detour some people from getting this, but you can probably throw in some like a matte spray. I know they have sprays where you can make kind of glossy figures more matte, remove the shine. So that's
well, I don't know if removing the shine is going to do anything more for this figure.
Well, I'm saying if you go in, what's up?
Are you going to get this?
Yeah, I am. Yeah, actually, yep.
Bro, you are hardcore.
Yeah, man. Because this is unique. This is unique in the sense where like we've seen multiple zombies, right? I'm gonna go through and show you all what Asmus has done so far in their Bitten series here on their website. But in general, I don't think we've seen zombie kids before, which is really cool. So they're definitely gonna stick out on the shelf.
Those are really cool.
Yeah, it would. How
You're
creepy and cool would that be
incredible,
on your zombie shelf for like Halloween, or just your standard zombie shelf for like all year?
So, do you have other Bitten characters already that's been released?
I don't. I've been looking at eyeing some other ones. I do have zombie figures, but not from the Bitten series. I think these may be my first. They kind of remind me of the little girls from Shining. You know, the twins.
Yeah. Come into the light. No. I'm sorry. That's Poltergeist. I know.
Oh yeah, Poltergeist.
The two kids from China. Yeah, I got you. In the hallway.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know if I can't remember if they ever showed them dead or, you know, with scars or kind of wounds or anything. I only remember seeing them whole, the little girls. But this kind of has that. These would be even creepier, right? So this is Khloe, and her, I'm assuming, is her sister here. We have Katty. I don't know why I keeps doing that. Katty. So this one is cool because she comes with a chainsaw. So yeah.
Is this her twin sister?
I believe so. Yeah, they look pretty. I would presume so, right? Because they look pretty similar, almost identical. Different scar, different wounds, but they just have them as Khloe and Katty. Maybe I should read here what the description says.
This is Shady, right?
Yes, this is Katty here. Yeah, they just have their what they come with, the accessories and their features, but there's no backstory, or maybe I should. At least I haven't seen it. I gotta have to do a little more digging and see. Let me know in the chat here if there's a backstory to these figures. But so this is Katty, comes with a chainsaw. The other half, I presume, of Uncle Tommy's head, because it says half of Uncle Tommy's head. Also, she comes with a hammer, a diary, her own diary, almost the same stuff: newspaper, candle holder, pink leather shoes, and let's see, 5 hands. So the 5th hand is actually a hand-holding gesture. So I think what it seems like, and I haven't, let me see, maybe I missed a photo, but what it is the ability, I'm guessing, for them to hold hands, these two sisters, I think they are, there's like a hand specifically for each of them, so it looks like they're holding hands on there. So we'll see if we come across it. But yeah, again, look at the sculpt and the painting on this, on her.
Yeah, man.
Her left eye.
Well, at least if zombies grow up, at least she's got a chance of getting kissed by a boy or a girl, however she swings. Unfortunately, her sister's never getting kissed.
Yeah. If they grow up, in your head canon there.
Grow up.
Yeah, she just needs an eye patch. She'll be good. Look at this. Look at that. Look at
That's
how the eyes hanging down.
She might have a chance of getting. She could actually get a zombie boyfriend. I don't know about the other.
My boyfriend's back. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, these are really cool though. Just go ahead.
I can't wait till you get this, dude.
You're getting these?
You got to show them off when you get them.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, others will too. Yeah, if I get them, in not too far future, I will. Yeah, I'll show them off here. Maybe on a live stream. I'll kind of do a comparison.
Because I can't believe.
But yeah.
You got to prove
really,
it.
yeah. No, these are just really cool. Like, again, unique, right? How often, in general, do we get 6-scale like kids or younger?
Well, I don't know. I don't know how many people are just waiting for 6-scale zombie kids, dude.
Right?
That's a little unusual, Fiji. I'm not sure if you realize that. But,
no, it is, and again, that's why it's a unique. There's a unique. The uniqueness to it, right? Because. Maybe that's why they decided to do this, because not only are just standard kids, they're zombie kids. And so, like, you know what, we can pull this off,
right?
But really, really cool. So again, this is Katty, and then going back to Khloe here. Oh, it keeps doing that. I think just having him on the shelf holding hands definitely will be a creepy vibe. It's really cool. So
somebody needs to come out with a 6-scale zombie dog.
A dog. Oh yeah, I think they may have one of those as part of the third-party Resident Evil figures. I think there may be a dog.
It'll be a full family. You got a dog, you know. You can do a zombie cat. You just have a nuclear family.
Yeah, it's like a talk show. You have a whole zombie family.
A zombie family would be killer too, bro.
A zombie Brady Bunch or something. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
So here we go. Here's the full Bitten series. Oh, look at they even threw Ash in there. He's not even
I
part of the evil team.
I remember the dude with the bowl, the whatever the stuff eating out of his skull.
The baseball. Yeah, the baseball
You
players.
showed this guy on another show. I remember the baseball head guy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, covered those. Let me switch it up here. Let me go back. Yeah, so we got. See this Johnson and Jackson. These are kind of more like men, kind of civilian-based characters here. We just went over Khloe and Katty. We got the escapees, the prison escapees, Dave and Don, and then like Mike mentioned, the baseball players, Rodriguez and Ramirez with the hole in the head to put the baseball in. Yeah, so you got quite a few here.
Are you getting all of these?
No, I don't think I'm getting them, all of them. I think I'm just gonna start off with the with Khloe and Katty and kind of go from there. Let's see.
This is
again
fantastic.
Yeah, right. Can you imagine a shelf with all of these though?
No, but
I can't.
You can.
Yeah. Yeah, I can.
Let me
just
love it.
While you guys take all this in, let me go back to address the chat. Let's see here. Where was that? Movie Can is saying she's creepy, kind of like her. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, this is really creepy.
Okay, Movie Can, you got to be as corrupt as Speedy. Keep it up.
Yeah,
buddy.
no, he is. He's a fellow horror fan. Yeah, him and I have similar tastes in horror movies. Yeah, so I'm sure he's digging this.
Well, I've caught a couple of the streets.
Oh, okay, yeah, then yeah.
Well,
I
didn't catch that.
Oh, I see. I'm hoping for a Jack Torrance figure. Sideshow teased The Shining on one of Pennywise photos. Oh, I missed that. Okay, interesting. Yeah. Well, there you go. Yeah, this might be a good setup. Kind of like these two girls can be a good stand-in for the twins and The Shining. Yeah.
Yeah, the Jack
Nicholson
come with a swap out head. The frozen head, when he.
Oh yeah.
Definitely the end of the movie.
That look, yeah, he's frozen. Yeah,
that'd be great.
Clint Martin in the house. Howdy, folks. What is up, Clint Martin? Thank you for coming through. Thank you for coming through, man. Hopefully,
that was a crazy face you just made. I gotta make a meme. I gotta make a meme.
My imitation, yeah, of Jack Torrance frozen, yeah. Clint Martin, also a fan here. Yeah, these girls are flipping cool and look great. Leather shoes too. Yeah, that's what the description said. Pink leather shoes. So that's awesome. Yeah, the detail. Yep.
Am I the only one grossed out?
Yeah. Clint Martin, yeah. It's Katie with an I. Yeah. Yeah. That was a good one. Yeah.
Excellent.
Let me give you that one. Excellent. Yeah. Gotta give it one. Well played, good sir. Well played. Yeah. Let's see here. You can Clint Martin also saying you can use this in a Walking Dead dial. Yeah, exactly. Any zombie related shelf, right? I have the Rick Grimes, the 3-0 Rick Grimes. You can put that in there. Yep. Any other zombie
cap? Get them all.
Zombie, yeah. If you have that one, I got the zombie Deadpool. Yeah, Iron Man, the Dead Strange. Yeah, you just throw them all in there. Let's see here. Phil the Burns saying, I think the gore needs to look more wet. You think so?
Oh,
you don't
great,
think this?
Great. Yeah. Not wet enough. Yeah.
Yeah, not wet and weathered enough.
No, Phil the
Burns, I think it looks good.
Yeah, I mean, something's got to scab up. I mean, you know what I mean? There's got to be some scab somewhere.
Yeah. Again, hopefully this is just, maybe I shouldn't have zoomed in on there. This is just a prototype, though.
Zero scab right there.
Yeah, I don't know, but again, preferences. I don't. Maybe Phil DeBurn wants to see more wetness there on the gore, on the wounds there.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
I know what he wants to see.
Let's see here. Gio saying I'll look him up when I get a chance. Think he's referring to Jack Torrance. I'm not sure. Let me know if that's what you're referring to there, Gio. All right, going on. So I think we had enough of the zombies here. For now, I think that was all the zombie talk we had. Let me see here.
Let me know now.
Okay, so zombie related, not a zombie herself. Going on to the next one, we have the SWToys Valentine. So this is inspired by Jill Valentine from the Resident Evil series.
I've seen this figure before.
Video game series. Yeah, I think this is, let's see, what version? How do I keep doing this small? This might be a 2.0. I know they've done different iterations of Jill Valentine before. I have the The one that has the tank top, I think that one was from Resident Evil 3. Correct me in the chat if I'm wrong, but there was one that was released recently, SWToys, which was seamless body, kind of similar to this one, which was awesome. But so I have that one. This one is based on the Resident Evil remake, I believe. So they just remade the game. The first original Resident Evil from released on PlayStation, they remade that, and she had this look, I believe. I haven't played it yet, but I think that's what this figure is based off of.
Hey, Fiji.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna cut my camera. I'm still listening to you. I just need to run to the fridge and grab something to drink.
Yes, sir. Yep. Do your thing, man. I'll
listening.
Yeah. I'll fill you in the meantime. I'll fill in the info here. All right. So this is 242 to 300 USD again, depending on where you buy it from. Set to come out next year, Q3 to Q4. So sometime the last half of the year. As of now, right? So it's SWToys, quite a bit of accessories, which is the same as what the other SWToys Valentine came with. A lot of accessories. And I think in general, these Resident Evil, well, unlicensed, I should say, inspired by Resident Evil figures come with a lot of accessories, and this one isn't any different. And we'll scroll through some of them here. Kind of shout out some of the things they come with. They mentioned alloy. So again, alloy, sometimes in the third-party descriptions, alloy typically either means die-cast or metal, but so blasting grenades, so grenades, different sets of grenades that I'll show again. A couple of knives, the dagger she comes with are alloy or die-cast. Flashlight, lock opener, flask, lighter, like an actual a flame or cigarette lighter. Of course, a plethora of pistols, or guns, I should say, weapons. Yeah, just a good amount of items here. Different, obviously, multiple hands here. So we'll go through and go through these. This one, I'm not a fan of this particular suit of Jill Valentine personally. I already bought the one that I was a fan of. But for those who want this look, this is a good option here. Again, I mentioned seamless body, seamless arms. I'm not sure about the legs though. I'm not sure if the whole body is seamless. Let me know in the chat or in the comments if that's the case. I have the one, but I haven't seen what the body is like underneath, so I'm not sure on that. And I just know the arms here are seamless. But grenade launcher, right, with a variety, if you will, of grenades that she comes with. She has to be fully armed up though, in her stars outfit. Got the beret. Yeah, it looks really cool. Beret can be removed. You can see here, this is a photo without the beret. Looks good though. Definitely looks good. The one I have, I
like the sculpt.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So I don't have any issues. I haven't played with that figure that much though. I haven't had a chance to fully pose it, but I kind of took it out of the box, did your basic poses, tested everything. Everything seemed fine. I didn't see any immediate issues. Again, but like a lot of concerns people have is the silicone body, right? And how well you take care of that and the maintenance, just kind of over time that could potentially rip and tear. So just be mindful of that. But other than that, yeah, I don't really have any complaints on the one I have, on the version I have, but there's this version. So hopefully this version will kind of be similar to that one. But yeah, a lot of items here. There's a photo of the stars, the squad or the team she was on, I believe here. And I'm guessing this is from the game. From what I read, the remake doesn't follow exactly the original. Like I think they added some either scenes or some options or some paths in the game, different environments that weren't in the original. But overall, I heard it was a good game though. I heard it was really, really well done. The remake, and same as the Resident Evil 2 remake. I think that was also well done from what I understand. Here's the base. Looks like a tiled floor. You can lift up one of the set of the tiles to put in this figure crotch grabber here. There's a hole where you can put that the sand in, which is awesome. Has her name, Jill Valentine. Let's see if it's spelled right. Yep, Valentine. Okay, yep. Checks out.
Yeah. good looking out, man, because those kind of things can easily happen.
Yeah. Some people get bothered by it, and others are like, oh well, I'm not going to use the base or just the sand anyways.
No, but spelling. Come on, you got to.
Yeah. You should, that should something. Yeah, you do like a spell check.
Wolverine.
Yeah, Wolverine. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, here's a layout of everything she comes with. Like I said, no shortage of accessories, kind of similar to Mezco, right, on the 112 side. But
there's
you
a
got
crap auto. Yeah, I love
quite
it.
a bit of arsenal. The three different grenade types. You got the plant for those that are familiar with the game. The herb, the green herb, is your healing plant. Yeah,
Okay.
looks like you got 6, maybe 8. Let's see here, 6, 8 hands. Let me see.
Smoke it.
Yeah, 6. Yeah, 6 hands
A
total.
little miniature pack of zigzags.
Oh, that's the lighter here. You talking right here?
No, I'm talking about some paper so she can smoke it.
But you're talking about this item right here that I'm circling. This kind of bottom left.
What is that?
That's the lighter.
No,
She comes with the lighter. This is a hip flask, her badge. Oh no, this is her badge. This is another badge.
Right.
Her radio.
What's no. What's next to the badge?
A flask.
No, the other way.
Oh, here?
Next
Oh,
to
this is a utility knife or Swiss Army type knife.
Next to the badge, Feezy. When I
Okay,
yeah.
Here, the plant. Yeah, this is the herb. Yeah, this is the green herb I was mentioning that heals. This is.
And I was saying that they should include a pack of papers. So that
I thought you said they did. I thought you. I gotcha. I thought you were saying this right here were papers. I gotcha.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I
see. So
I try to be
gotcha.
funny on these streams, and nobody catches my joke.
Yeah.
Do the best I
So you're
can.
saying, yeah. This is definitely an herb. So depending on how she wants to consume that herb, yeah, they should throw in
There you
papers
go.
in there. Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah. Let me address the chat here real quick. Yeah, Geo's confirming. Yeah, he's talking about torrents. Okay, yeah, thanks for confirming there, Geo. Resident Evil 3. Okay, Nemesis. Thank you for clarifying that. So this one is from. Are you saying this figure right here is based on Nemesis, or the previous one with the tank top is from Nemesis here?
By the way, that beret comes off, right?
The break comes off here. Clinton Martin. Oh, okay. It looks like there was an issue there. Clinton was just letting me know. I guess my camera had cut out. Sorry about that. I'm not sure. Yeah, looks like I'm good now. Am I good, Mike, on your end?
Yeah, you never cut out on me. I don't know.
Okay, yeah. All right. Yeah, no, let me know in the chat if you notice any issues like that, and I'll try to catch those when I can. Audio or video, right? If the audio is off or the music's too loud or something, of course, as always, let me know so I can correct that.
Well, you're definitely better. This is definitely better than VMux or whatever that thing was.
Then what?
Who you were on before? Your platform that you used to stream with. VMux.
Oh, EVMux? Yeah. No, I agree. Yeah, yeah.
I mean, StreamYard ain't the stablest in the world, but it was better than VMux.
Yeah, it was. StreamYard is definitely more stable and reliable than EVMux for sure, in my opinion, based on my experience. Let's see here. Bill DeBurn is saying, I really want to find that third-party 1/6 Nemesis. Yeah, I think I remember seeing that. Was that a while ago they did that? I haven't seen it since, but I think I vaguely remember seeing that there.
Think it might have sold out or
possibly. Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch some reviews.
That's a pretty popular IP.
Mr. X from Part 2. Okay, gotcha. Clint Martin saying the green healing herb. It's a pot in a pot. Yeah.
So it's pot in a pot.
Yeah. That you smoke. Yeah.
And by the way, speaking of The Shining, they do Jack Nixon, man. It'd be great if they did Scatman Crothers. That'd be awesome.
Oh yeah, kind
Black
of.
guy.
That would be a niche character, but yeah, that would be cool for those who want to have that line that collect those figures. Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah, I agree.
And the other thing you can do, you can have it so that you can have Jack Nicholson sinking an axe into him like he did in the movie.
Yeah, that would be a cool line in itself, right? You have that. You have the dead lady in the bathtub that he goes to see. Yeah, the twins.
That would be a dope line.
Shelley Duvall, like her, kind of like a screaming head sculpt. Yeah, that would be cool. That would be a good line to see right there, especially for horror fans.
Yep.
Let's see here. Philibert. Oh, confirming the previous one. Okay, yeah, thank you. That's what it was. So the one with the tank top he's referring to, that came out before this, that was from Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. Gotcha.
Okay, I saw of her, but she's in a tank.
Yes, this character in a tank top.
I've seen that figure. I know what he's talking about.
Yeah. So that was another version.
I think I actually I saw it. I went, do I want this?
Yeah, that's the one I got. It's a cool figure. Yeah, I like it. Really, really cool.
Yeah.
But to Clint Martin's point here, the beret looks like it doesn't really fit to me. Yeah, I thought something was off about the beret. It doesn't.
It's puffy.
Something just. It's puffy. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe if you push the top down or something.
Yeah, it could be. It could be a bit shrunken a little bit. Maybe by a quarter. No more than quarter.
But do you think this is cloth or is that a solid plastic piece?
It looks like a solid plastic piece because then you don't see any change in the leather that's been folded or creased or wrinkled. Take a look at another picture if the leather is misshapen, because I think.
Yeah. Let me see. I'm looking at the description now to see if it says anything about the beret being.
Well, another picture will tell you, Steve.
Let's see here. Yeah, I was going through the photos and I didn't. Obviously, it's off here. There's a photo with it off.
Okay, so we know it comes off. It looks like. See.
Hold on, me.
Yeah, it looks like it just fits right down on top because it looks like all those puppets are in the same place no matter what unless they took the same picture with the hat on. But there's nothing in the description that says whether or not, or at least what the beret is made of or not.
No, yeah, it just says 1 star's beret, so yeah, it doesn't say. So
okay.
It may.
Well,
yeah,
there's a potential. It comes off. So
yeah, there's a potential it could be hard plastic, so just keep that in mind.
Yeah.
That goes right over the head. I forgot to mention though, so obviously you have the hair is not sculpted. It looks like it could be synthetic doll hair, but it is rooted and the eyes are movable. I forgot to mention that. So movable eyes.
Dude, I'm a big fan. Ever since getting Chun-Li, man, I am a big fan of movable eyes. It changes expression. It's awesome.
Yeah, you're kind of tempting me with that figure, with getting at least a Chun-Li, because I was holding out for Iconic, but they've been silent on that figure for a while. So it's either, what is that, Starman that you got?
Yeah, get the Starman, because there's another company that does it, but and they got muscles in her body. The figure looks deformed. It's so weird looking, and even the head sculpt is odd.
I remember we were. I brought it up on a Figure Lowdown, a previous one, and we were discussing that, and I was comparing the two. Yeah, I think you said the same thing.
The Starman, I think, is far superior.
Gotcha.
But a very delicate body. She's got very small arms, and that skeleton underneath. So when you're posing her, man, you got to be really careful.
Yeah, I believe you, and I'm still kind of waiting on my options to see which one I want to get. But yeah, you're making that the one you have look pretty tempting, man. Look pretty tempting.
She's up for in my top 10 figures of the year.
Oh, okay, contender. Huh?
And then from the top 10, I'm going to pick the number 1 figure of all of the ones that I do this every year. Of all of the figures, it has to be figures that you bought within that year, and you just pick out the top 10 that you like the most, and then the absolute one that was the best that you think that you picked. So, Chun-Li is in the top 10 right now.
Yeah, I want to try to do that, but like I said, if I have time, because I want to give each of those figures like a fair comparison and mess with them and look at everything as a whole. And
you have a lot coming down the pipe. Do you have a lot of?
I do. Yeah, okay. I do. Yep. But all right, so this is the last of the 6. Anything else on this? This is the last of the 6 scale here.
No, but it's cool.
All right, yeah, pass for me. Like I said, I already have the Jill Valentine of my preference, and but yeah, take a look. There's plenty of Resident Evil figures out there, 6 scale from third parties. This line in particular, SWToys. I know they did a Ada Wong as well. I think they did a couple of Ada Wongs, a couple of Jill Valentines. I think they did Chris Redfield as well. So yeah, if you're a fan of Resident Evil, there's no shortage of Resident Evil figures out there in 6 scale. So take a look. All right. Going on to 12 scale now, switching it up to, we got the first on the agenda. We have the Mezco Wolverine. So I know we talked about Deadpool a few Figure Lowdowns ago, and they had a teaser of Wolverine, and we figured that they would eventually release the Wolverine, and here he is. He just came out. I think this was earlier this week or last week. This went up for pre-order. So let's see, wait, am I looking at this right? 125. I thought it was 35. Let me see. Yeah, 25. Okay. 125 USD. Like I said, it's already up for pre-order. Set to come out May to July of 2025. And he's standing pretty tall for a 12 scale figure. He's at 6.7 inches, so almost 7 inches tall, so about 17 centimeters. Good amount of articulation. Another figure with 30 points of articulation. However, with Mezco figures, they have the clothing covering the body, so that may be restrictive of that. So just keep that in mind. The articulation may be there under the body, but whether you can achieve that with the suit here is another story. So go through some photos here. He doesn't come with much on this one, but I mean, again, because he's Wolverine, he doesn't come with much to begin with in the movie. He doesn't have much, so he does have, in Mezco fashion, multiple heads. So he comes with 6 heads, 13 hands, a separate pull-down mask that can be held in a hand specifically made to hold the mask. So he has a specific hand for that.
Wow.
And 4 claw effects. And then, of course, your Mezco display base. So here's one of the mask head sculpts here, kind of showing off the different poses. Yelling sculpt. Right, there's kind of jumping from the back of the bus there in the scene in that movie. So here's the layout of everything, and he comes with here again. So 4 unmasked heads, and then 3 cowled heads, or 3 masked heads, and then here's the loose mask here that he can hold in one of his hands, right? So here's all the hands he comes with. 6 of those hands are with claws, and then the rest are without claws. So let's see, how many was this? So 6 hands with claws, 6 hands without, and then 1 specifically for holding the mask. Here's the claw effects, and then your basic Mezco stand with the theme of the Deadpool Wolverine on here. Has Deadpool on the base of it, and then slash effects through Deadpool's face with the Wolverine kind of peeking out through those slash effects. So yeah, what are your thoughts on this one here, Mike? 12 scale Mezco.
Yeah, I mean, at first I was gonna have an issue with the price, but Jeepers Creepers, man, 6 heads. I mean, it's accessories alone are probably worth $120. No, surprisingly enough, I like this. I actually, and not because he doesn't look exactly like Hugh Jackman. Because, I mean, if you just want to look at him as Wolverine and not be so perfectionist about the head sculpt, I kind of like the way it looks. I mean, it's not, no, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I changed my mind. I'm done.
Yeah, they're
unless
like head
it's a
sculpts.
photographer, man, wow, that's a disappointment.
Yeah, they're not the best. They usually don't do that well with lifelike head sculpts. I think they do better with comic accurate or comic based figures. Mezco does.
See, from a distance or different lighting, not bad. But then when you get, I mean, unless it's just a bad photograph, no, not for that money. For that money, those head sculpts, it gotta be much more fire than that. No. Yeah,
speaking of the price, I noticed that too. This is higher than your typical Mezco. This is 125 USD. Mezcos usually are like around 100, so they range from like 95 to 100-ish dollars depending on the figure. But this one, with not as many accessories, is up to 125. So,
but see, if it wasn't for a 6 head sculpt, see, my thing is, if I'm buying 12 scale figures at $120. Forget that. I might as well go out and buy a 6 scale figure at $150.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying.
You're getting way too close to 6 scale for me to spend that kind of money on that amount of plastic. That's all I'm getting.
Yeah. No, I hear you. Yeah.
Yeah. No. I'm that's the 12 scales. I can't go past 100, even if I want to do that, because I just feel like I'm not getting enough. Particularly if I can get a 6 scale and that much more product. You're definitely not alone now. I'm sure other collectors feel the same way. I'm kind of in that boat also. Like, I don't think this is the price. I mean, there's just the aesthetic alone too. Like, that I agree the head sculpt could be better, but
yeah, kind of limited articulation. I'm actually cool with or potentially limited articulation, I should say. And then in general, Mezcos are kind of a little more bulkier and bigger than your other, compared to other 12 scale figures, right?
Yep.
So
and that's all the more reason why he should be 7-something inches.
Yeah, he's pretty tall. Yeah.
Why can't you make him 5?
Why can't you make him what?
5 inches.
Oh, 5. Yeah, I see. Yeah, I'm good with my Marvel Legends.
Well, I'm sorry. I keep forgetting he's not true to the comic. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's not. Yeah, apparently, I should say he's. I believe he's a pretty tall in real life.
No, he is. I keep forgetting it is Hugh Jackman after all. So they're trying to.
Right. Kind of.
Do you want to see a short Wolverine, the next iteration of this guy when he comes out? Whoever they decide to do. Do you want to?
I'd be open to it if they do it right. Yeah, I wouldn't mind it. It would. It depends on how they do it, right? If it's CG, if it's like a CGI.
Oh no.
Then yeah, it wouldn't. It probably. I don't know. It may not work, but if they actually pulled it off, I'd be open to it. Yeah, but it obviously has to work. It can't be kind of like a cheesy type of.
Although you're right, they could do a Benjamin Button kind of thing with somebody.
Yeah.
That's CG was unbelievable.
Yeah, Benjamin Button. Yeah.
So you can make a short guy, or like they do with the Hobbits.
Yeah, the Hobbits, or I was watching watching Wonka recently. You know, the Oompa Loompa was Hugh Grant, but obviously CGI. So
no, I didn't see that one, but the other ones that was seamless.
Yeah, well, I think they actually used like little people in that one. Actually, they actually used like little people.
Not for the Lord of the Rings. They had to make those actual actors.
Oh, you're talking about Lord of the Rings. I was talking about the original Willy Wonka.
Right.
Sorry, I think we were talking about Oompa Loompas. Yeah.
We were, I thought we were talking about both. But
both. Yeah.
But in the Lord of the Rings, you know, they literally took those actors and chopped them in half.
Yeah. And then perspective, right? Obviously, they use like camera angle perspective.
And if you can do it with that kind of seamlessness, not that hokey CGI, then you can pull off a tall guy doing Wolverine.
You just gotta have the right angles. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. It might limit some of the fight action scenes though. You might have to kind of do some trickery there, maybe CGI that.
Yeah, and it costs a little more. Although they act like the sky's the limit. They put so much money to it.
Yeah. But yeah, so I'm good on this one. I have the Marvel Legends, Deadpool and Wolverine on pre-order, and that hasn't come to me yet, but I should be hopefully getting that soon. But I think that looks good enough for me. The face print technology on Marvel Legends, as you and I both been saying, it's getting better, and it looks pretty good from what I'm seeing on that. Hugh Jackman, Marvel Legends version. So I'm content with that one. It has the articulation. Granted, there's joints. Yes, there you can see the joints. It's not cloth material fabric, but still I'm cool with that as far as
look at that head sculpt, like that looks fine.
Yeah.
But
like you're saying, this might be different angles.
Or lighting for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I agree.
That's a nice pose and everything. I mean, it's not a horrible looking figure until you kind of get close up on the head sculpt, but I mean, what the heck?
No, I agree. The head sculpts could be better, right? They're not on par, but again, if you just want like if you're looking for a cloth version, not jointed, that does a job, this is an option. I will go over another option here after this. There's another option here if you want to pass on the Mezco. There's another contender here, but I will say when I first saw this, I thought that he was going to come with these claws that has Deadpool's reflection in them. That would have been cool, but it didn't say anything about that in the description, and I didn't see that here when you go to the accessories. It doesn't look like they mention that or they have them printed on there. But that would have been cool if they did that.
Yeah.
But obviously it's like a really specific restricted use. You would only need to do like this pose, otherwise he would kind of have like Deadpool in the claws and any other pose. Yeah, very scene specific. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, let me address the chat here real quick. Again, don't want to forget about you guys. Clint Martin saying, speaking of The Shining, how come we never got anything from Ready Player One? I still have yet to see that. That's one of the ones that slipped by me.
I don't know if that was a sleeper because there are people going that movie was really great, and then there are other people going, yeah, it's just a bunch of shout outs to a bunch of IPs. There wasn't much to it. So yeah. I really should take some time to watch that one.
Yeah, I heard both, and that's why I want to see it because of all the homages or the shout outs or the references to other either video game or pop culture stuff. So I want to see that one. Yeah,
and a lot of that, a lot of that I grew up through. You know,
oh yeah,
I'm
interested now to see. Yeah,
I grew up, so I should check it out.
Okay, yeah, we might have some of the same IPs then that we both grew up with. I'll have to see what they have.
I'm sure.
Ben Thomas in the house. What is up, good sir? Ben Thomas says, "Hey friends." Yeah. Benjamin. Speaking of Benjamin Button, yeah, what is up, Benjamin?
I call him Benjamin.
Let's see. P-Rockzilla in the house. What is up, P-Rock? Dale. Hopefully you're having a good weekend so far, man. And you're not too hungover. I know you stayed up watching those fights, man. Hopefully they were worth it. Or if you even made it up that late. Yeah, that was really late, man. I'm gonna have to catch those though. Yeah, speaking of, I'm gonna have to go back and check those out when I get a chance on the highlights of the replay or something. But yeah, thanks for coming through, P-Rock. Let's see here. See the zombie. Oh, Clint Martin's referring to the zombie twins. Yeah, would fit in with Resident Evil Figs too. Yep. Yeah. Again, yep. Talking about the Resident or zombie shelf. Zombie. You know, got the. We mentioned Walking Dead. Yeah, Resident Evil's another. Other figures that you can pair those with.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Clint Martin's asking, why is his neck yellow? Let me see. Did I miss that?
There's a picture that does show that. There you go. Because the thing. Yeah. Why does that come all the way up to there? He's right. What the heck is that?
I think wasn't that part of the suit or no?
Does it come up like this? Turtleneck?
I have to go back and I don't recall. I don't remember. But I'm thinking that's probably why they did that, just because it's. Yeah, I don't know. Interesting. I can't remember now. I didn't pay attention to that in the movie. I have to go back and watch
it. Maybe it's because they don't want you to see like the neck, the seam at the neck or something. That is weird, because I don't think that shouldn't be like that.
Or maybe it is. I don't know.
Shouldn't that be flesh? Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know. I can't remember in the movie if it was actually flesh colored or if his part of the suit came up that high in his neck. I have to go back and watch it.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Ben Thomas is saying, I've been watching Arcane. I've been binge watching Arcane this weekend. It's amazing. I now need a Jinx. Yeah, same. I had started it, and I'll talk about this more on Hot Talk Tuesday most likely. So I'll be talking about that Jinx figure in addition to the. I'm blanking on what else was just revealed.
That last comment by Ben Thomas.
This one here, that was the Jinx one.
Yeah, take a look at my man's avatar. That's one fucking handsome ass Ben Thomas right there.
Yeah, updated. Yeah, he mentioned that in his previous Let's Get Nuts.
You've been exercising, dude. What have you been doing?
Yeah, updated his avatar for the new year, his profile pic. Yeah, speaking of Ben Thomas, go check out Let's Get Nuts every Sunday. Friends of the channel. His link is in the Friends of the Channel section of my channel, so check that out. But yeah, same Ben, real quick. I was just going to touch on, I'm going to go over that figure on my next episode of Hot Talk. But yeah, Arcane started off a little slow for me, but it's starting to get better. So I'll go over that more when we do Hot Talk. But I'm right there with you. Let's see here. Clinton Martin. Holy F-balls. Have you guys not seen Ready Player One? Homework for this week. Watch the movie. Yeah, I know it's travesty.
I don't need any chastisement from the chat.
Yeah, shame.
Yeah, I got to deal with that on Collector's Figure every damn Monday night. I don't need it here.
Yeah. P-Rock. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, of course, man. Of course. P-Rock saying, "Yep, made it, but feeling it now. Just woke up." Yeah, I bet, man. Yeah, well, hopefully it doesn't last too long, man. You have a quick recovery there. But
dude,
all right.
In this portion, in this world of the 6-scale community,
yeah,
you got to be a vampire, man.
Yeah,
these guys are rocking it in the middle of the night.
I know. I'm surprised. I'm like, wow, they're already up with their, announcement videos, and I'm like, I don't know. They have the youth, right? They're young.
They're doing They're doing 4-hour streams at 12 midnight and going off at 4 in the morning, or at least my time.
Late for me. I couldn't do that, especially now. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So I mentioned alternatives, right? So we have this Mezco Wolverine.
All right.
However, there's a new contender here. Here comes a new challenger in the form of SWToys. So we have, again, this is still 112. We have the SWToys figures inspired by Deadpool and Wolverine. These are the Void Saviors. These are the Void Saviors. So don't get it twisted. It's not Wolverine and Deadpool. It's Void Savior Yellow and Void Savior Red. So they're inspired by those figures. Similar to the Mezcos. Again, they have like suits over the an articulated body. So this is, again, like I mentioned, these are an alternative here. We got, let me go over here, the Void Savior Red, which is inspired by Deadpool first here. So this one comes with the masthead. You can see 3 pairs of hands, 2 pistols, a baby knife, 2 katanas, and a pair of sheaths, and then katana handles that I guess you can... Yeah, the katana handles that you can put in the sheaths, because you can't put the actual full katana in the sheath. You know how some figures have that option where like they just give you replacement handles that you can put in the sheaths and not the full blade. So that's the case here. So that's the Deadpool based figure, and then the Void Savior Yellow, aka not Wolverine, comes with 2 mastheads. So you got the neutral and the angry sculpt, a pair of and 2 pairs of fists, one with claws and one without. So that one doesn't come with as much, the Wolverine, but so you can get them separately. Each one comes separately for about $80 to $90 each. But wait, there's more. If you get the set, which runs from about 170 USD to 180 USD, you get these items here that are listed deluxe. So they throw in these other additional items. So you get the unmasked Deadpool or not Deadpool head sculpt, and the unmasked not Wolverine, aka Liv Schreiber head sculpt here. Yeah, this one's weird. I'll go over
Liv Schreiber.
Yeah. So yeah, this is, I mean, dead ass looks like him. So I'll go over some photos and you can kind of see it. It's weird. It's an interesting choice here, but yeah, we'll look at more photos.
Wolverine.
You also, yeah, Schreiberine, yeah. I think they did Sabretooth instead of Logan on this one. Maybe they got it confused. I don't know.
I was going to make a comment about it. I'm glad you did, because I was looking at that head sculpt going, this is crazy head sculpt.
Yeah, SWToys. You know, I understand it, for those who aren't too familiar, those who get SWToys, maybe you got them mixed up, but, you know, this is Logan, not Sabretooth. I suggest kind of going back and fixing that, because, yeah. Yeah, this is, I know Liv Schreiber played Sabretooth in one of the movies.
Well, that head sculpt on Deadpool ain't looking all that great either, pal. I mean, I don't know what you
that one, I would say that one looks a little more like Reynolds.
I don't know about that.
But, I mean, if you're comparing the two, you know, obviously, I don't know, one, just these two. I mean, yeah, it's not spot on to Ryan Reynolds, but...
They got the sausage head meat now. I mean, the color.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know if it looks like good.
yeah, we'll look at some more photos here, and we'll kind of go off of that here. I'll show you some. But we got the Wolverine claws, the skeleton claws, also in the deluxe set that comes with if you get both the set, you get the Wolverine skeleton claws here, the 2 golden guns, 1 adamantium bone. I think this is one of the bones that obviously Deadpool uses in the beginning of the movie to beat people with, and then you have the adamantium skull and spine here from Wolverine's body. So you get this again. These items only come with the set if you get them both, or you can buy them individually. So that's an option there. Let me go ahead and go through some photos, and let's look at some of these head sculpts and the figures themselves. So yeah, like I mentioned, they have a suit over the whole body, kind of like a seamless suit. So articulation, I'm guessing, may be restricted. I did watch some videos on the previous SWToys figures. The most recent one they came out with was the one based on Ghost Rider, the Western version. I think that was played by Sam Elliott in the movie. I think it was that version specifically is what they base it off of. So it's like a
which
that?
movie?
Ghost Rider.
No, that's not. That's Nicolas Cage, right?
Right, but there like I don't know. I haven't seen any of them, so wasn't there a time where Nicolas Cage went back in time or something? I don't know. He came across a version of Ghost Rider that was played by an older general. I thought it was Sam Elliott, but I could be wrong.
Movie. I can't remember too much about the second one.
Okay,
First movie,
it was an older guy. It was an older guy that had long hair, but it was just like a cowboy. Anyways, whoever that was, that previous SWToys figure is based on that character, that version of Ghost Rider, and it comes on a horse. Right, there's a horse.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
So that, so yeah, SWToys did that, and for the most part, I think it seemed like a decent figure, but it had kind of similar issues that you run into with third parties, where either the hands fell off too easy because like the pegs didn't fit in right, or there was just issue with the pegs on both the feet and the hands.
Yeah.
But other than that, I think for the most part it was a decent figure, from what I understand. But go back, check, watch the reviews and kind of judge for yourself, see how you feel about those. But overall, I think they were decent. Made some like QC issues here and there on those figures. So again, maybe expect some restricted articulation here and on these figures because of the suits, but it should have all the basic articulation here, double jointed elbows and knees. It should. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I think they are decent figures. So here's the Wolverine. I'm sorry, the Deadpool, or not Deadpool, I should say. What is it? Void Savior Red. He does come with this middle finger hand here, so that's kind of cool. If you want to add some, because you're not going to see that on Marvel Legends. Maybe some other third party.
No.
Yeah.
You're lucky to see a gun.
Yeah. Yeah, so this Deadpool comes with the 2 regular pistols, and then, like I mentioned, if you get the deluxe, if you get the set, both of them, he comes with the golden guns. So here's the basic figure, right? If you just get the Void Savior Red by himself, this is what they come with. Baby knife. Was this six hands? Six hands, including the 1 middle finger and a thumbs up hand.
Well, 8 if you
I mentioned
the 2 that are already on it. So. Really?
Yeah, I was looking at that, but I think they are included here because you can see the thumbs up right here.
So 2 of those are already in that picture. Okay, I got it.
Yeah, I think, and I'm looking at the description. It does. Let's see here. It says 3 pairs of hands, so I think.
Okay.
At least I should say at least 3 pairs. So you may get another additional set. I'm not sure on that one here. And looking at Wolverine, or red, I should say Void Savior Yellow. Here you can kind of see again. I get an idea of the articulation, the face sculpt. Here it doesn't look, I don't know, it doesn't look bad. It looks, I mean, obviously he has a mask on, so it's passable here. I don't know, what do you think, Mike?
Right. No, it don't look bad, at least, but once again, you only get half the face, or at least a third of it.
Yeah. What are your thoughts overall on these 2 figures?
Well, you are, if I was a 6 scale manufacturing company, you would be scaring me to death. I would probably be scaring them to death too, because we're 2 guys willing to forego a 6 scale if a 12 scale is better. And the reason why I say this is because majority of collectors who are really into collecting 6 scale, they literally look down on 12 scale. But 12 scales these days, head sculpts are looking better than some of these 6 scale ones. And if you can say, hey, I'm good with the 12 scale, that's scaring it about 6 scale. That's telling you how that technology is really moving along.
Yeah, for sure.
If there was enough of us, that'd be scary, man. You come out with a 6 scale Deadpool, another company comes out with a 12 scale, but man, smacking dead on. And you got that that sliver in the middle that goes, you know something? I'm not so pretentious about scale. I'm just pretentious about how good it looks.
Yeah.
So here's another company, man. Just they're eating into somebody's profits. I'm telling you. Because look at this. You surprised me with this. Because to see that Deadpool earlier, and then here's another company, 12 scale doing it. I mean, this is crazy how everybody's jumping on this IP right now in all scales.
Yeah, right. Like you said earlier, right? Strike while the iron's hot, and that's what you got to do as a business. I mean, it only makes sense if you want to capitalize on, maximize your profits there, and make some money. But again, so if we're just comparing the Wolverine figures, yeah, the Mezco is 125 USD. This one is $80 to $90 USD. But obviously, this is unlicensed, so that kind of adds to that price there. But yeah, again, options.
You found a Marvel Legends that squeezes you as well.
Yeah, and I'm good with the Marvel. That's $25. Yes, yeah, and I'm completely fine with that one.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, exactly. Yep, it's a good point there.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. There's not too many of us being like you and I, that we kind of dabble in. We're involved in both scales, 1/6 and 12th or smaller, and yeah, there's either some collectors who just focus on 1/6, and then some who just focus on 1/12, and obviously that's nothing wrong with that, because we all have our preferences, and we all have our reasons why we do one or the other.
Yep.
But yeah, you and I both like both because there's just so much to offer, and I still collect 1/12 scale figures just for the points you mentioned. Right, they're getting better, they're improving. There's some IPs that they don't do on 1/6. Yeah, there's multiple reasons, and so you're right. Yeah, there's the collectors who dabble in both, or can be content or just fine with the smaller scale version and passing on the 1/6 scale version of the same character. So, and then
especially
other times,
when you get them so much faster.
Yeah.
McFarlane announces something, you get 2 days. Sometimes you're in the stores before you damn near announce it.
Yeah,
and
there's other times
though, you only have to wait 2.5 years.
Yeah, that's it. Just 2.5 years. Yeah, Hot Toys has been doing pretty good though. They've been coming out like a year to year and a half, sometimes shorter. But those are exceptions. But they've been getting quicker recently.
Yeah.
I was gonna say there's also the other end of it where sometimes we get both. I know I have gotten both versions of a figure of a character in 6 and 12 scale just because I really like that character, or I think it really looks badass, and so I'll get both.
Sure. Indiana Jones is a perfect example for me.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Indiana Jones. Yep, a bunch of different Star Wars characters I have in both scales.
Yep.
Yeah. So here we go. Here's the the unmasked head sculpts. I think there's some other photos here. Let me keep going. But yeah, here's the claws, the Wolverine claws that this comes with. Again, that goes over the forearms. So yeah, here's Liv Schreiber.
It does. Yeah, you nailed it, bro.
Yeah, look at that. Right? Tell me that's not Liv Schreiber. Because that sure ain't Hugh Jackman.
He had those same arches in his eyebrows.
Yeah, just to look. Yeah. I'm not trying to.
Crazy, bro.
Again, Thunder Toys. If it's, I can understand where the mix-up may be from someone who's not too familiar, but I suggest going back and re-looking at this this head sculpt and fixing it while you can. But yeah, it's, I don't know. You kind of have to really weigh out the options. If it does end up coming like this, and you're like, damn, do I still want to get this set despite the unmasked head looking like Liv Schreiber? Or you can kind of do, again, a what if version, right? Just use your imagination, flip it up. It's not accurate to the movie, obviously, but if you want to be like, what if Sabretooth did play Logan in an alternate universe? This is kind of what it would look like. It gives you an idea, right? Where else can you get this figure?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, it really niche. Yeah, it's funny. And then,
I take that back, man. That picture of Deadpool you just showed, the head sculpt. I'll take that.
Yeah,
back.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, this on the other hand is pretty decent. Yeah, I think. Yeah, like you were saying, the pitting here, the scars, the salami head. Yeah, the pizza face. Pizza head look. Yeah, that looks. This looks good. Yeah, the paint.
It almost looks. Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. Good. My mic fell. Hold on a second.
Yeah, here, I'm gonna give you a minute here while you set up. Yeah. No, this looks good. Hopefully, again, it's prototype, so hopefully the final comes out looking this good. Again, here's Liv Schreiber. I just noticed the little hairs here coming out. I don't know I think that might be paint. I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell, but it looks like it's kind of like a optical illusion here. I don't know if these are strands coming out. I think it's paint. I think they just kind of painted on the forehead to make it look like he has hairs coming down there. But yeah, overall the hair looks toy like. Obviously, it's all one plastic piece, kind of sculpted lines here. But the head sculpt, yeah, this just looks funny. Here's the golden guns. Well, again, another bonus set with that Deadpool's holding here. This is awesome. I love this shot here, kind of reenacting the intro of the movie. Deadpool's slinging the skull with the spine attached to it, the adamantium skull and spine accessory that the deluxe, or the set I should say, comes with. Yeah, it's really cool. Good shot there. Well done, photographers, whoever took the photos here. So yeah, that was the Void Saviors, red and yellow. Let me look at the comments right here quick here in the chat. Feel the burn saying, yeah, Wolverine, aka Cotton Weary from Scream. Yeah. Yeah, it's him. Cotton Weary, yeah. Another character that Liv Schreiber played, for those that don't get the reference. Deadpool looking like he has chipmunk cheeks. Yeah. Let's see here. Clint Martin. Yeah, we talked about that earlier. That was the second figure we talked about, the Cowboy variant. So check that out on the replay. I'll put timestamps in the description, so if you don't want to jump there, you can go check that out. And yeah, we went pretty in depth on that one. Yeah, really excited for that one. I'm pre-ordering that one. I got that. I pulled the trigger on that one. No pun intended. But yeah, really cool. Let's see here. What do you feel? The Burns asking, what do you think if they made a 1/12 resistance? That might be actually more tempting. Although, now that I think about it, as I said that, I think I'd be good with the actual comic variant. So like the resistance in comic form, right? Because I have a Marvel Legends Elektra. I have obviously multiple Gambits comic, or I have multiple Blades, Wolverine. So I can do a comic version in that sense, but if you're specifically from the Deadpool and Wolverine movie, I don't know. I guess I would have to see what they look like when they come out. I still don't like. I don't know. See, that's tough. I wasn't really big on Elektra, on Jennifer Garner's Elektra in general, so I may pass on that one. I don't know. I think of those, I would probably get X-23 and maybe a Blade in the 12 scale from the Deadpool Wolverine movie. I think they did come out. I don't know. I'll have to look. I thought they came out with the Allura from Logan. Let me know in the chat. I can't remember if that was the case or not. I thought I had that. I might be tripping. I don't know. What about you, Mike? Are you there? Oh, I think he took off. So yeah, we'll wait till he gets back. But yeah, I think that's what I would probably. I'll probably make a Allura depending on how she looks, or a Blade from the Deadpool Wolverine from the Resistance. Yeah. Are you there? Yep. Pointing up. Yeah. You down. Okay. Your sound went out. Or is that me? Oh, let me see here. Mute mic. Yeah, let me know. Oh, here, type it in the chat there, private chat there, Mike. I can't. Like, Mike's having technical issues. I think something happened with his mic. I'm muted. Uh-oh. Am I muted, guys? No, I don't have you on mute, Mike. You're not on mute. If that's what you're saying. Oh yeah, take me off mute. No, I don't. Yeah, see, you're muted now. Unmute mic. Yeah, you're not muted on my end. So I'm not sure what's going on here. Maybe check maybe something came unplugged, or when your mic fell or something happened. I don't know. So while Mike is looking into that, let me go into the chat here. Ben Thomas saying, collecting this scale in Batman animated series has saved me so much money. Yes, from the Mondo 1/6 and I like the scale better. Yeah, I definitely agree with you there. Although there were some Mondo's Batman that I get out. Actually, the only ones that I bought.
Oh, I know what happened. Hello,
there you are.
You there?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah, I can hear you.
You had put me on mute, but I turned my volume down when you said you're gonna put me on mute. You must have taken me off mute. I didn't put my lever back up.
Oh, I see. Okay, gotcha. No worries. Yeah, you're good now. Yeah, to what Ben Thomas was saying. Yeah, so I only got the 3 Noir Batman animated series figures from Mondo, so I think those are the only ones that I have so far. I think I'm good with those, but yeah, you're right. The DC Direct, the McFarlane DC Direct animated series, I have more of those than the 6 scale. So yeah, good call on that one.
They look good, man. The only problem I have with the animated series figures is that because of the way they're drawn, they're gonna be top heavy.
Yeah, that's true. Yep, that's another good point too. Yeah,
posing them is pain.
Yeah, P-Rock's here saying, good point. I'm doing the same for the X-Men. Guessing you're talking about the Mondo X-Men. Is that what you're referring to there, P-Rock? Let's see. Too deep in the Mondo Batman animated series to stop. Yeah, go check out P-Rock. He has some reviews on some of the Mondo Batman and some other Mondo figures. I know I saw his review on the Man Bat. And that, speaking of top heavy, I think he did mention that the wingspan on that one was huge and that was pretty top heavy. And then P-Rock had some issues on the wings being kind of loose on there. Correct me if I'm wrong, P-Rock, on that. But yeah, go check out P-Rock's channel. Again, you can find his link to his channel in my Friends of the Channel section. Show him some love there and check out go take off his reviews. Check out his reviews there. Let's see here. Field of Burns confirming here, Hot Toys is the only company who made X-23. Okay, gotcha. I could have sworn I was someone did it on a smaller scale, but maybe, yeah, I guess I'm tripping on that. P-Rock saying, yeah, going Mayfex X-Men comic over the Mondo. Yeah, yep, that's another set of, that's one where I have multiple versions of X-Men because I love X-Men. So yeah, I have some Mayfex, Marvel Legends. I have a couple of amazing Yamaguchi, the Revoltex. So yeah, I love those. Love me some X-Men. All right. So going on, we got quite a few 12 scale figures here to cover. So I'm going to keep going on. And where we at on time? Okay, yeah, I think we're doing all right, but I want to keep on cruising here. So
pretty good.
Yeah, all right. Next up, we got switching over to TBLeague 12 scale. We have the Medusa. I know Mike's a fan of TBLeague here. And speaking of the lady herself, right here, Mike has her displaying the 6 scale, which I also have. Yeah, he has a 6 scale version, but TBLeague just came out with 12 scale versions, so pretty similar. One of the differences though is that they have, so there's six different versions, right? There's 3 with serpent tails and then 3 in the human form. So we'll look at here some human form figures, meaning like she has legs, human legs. And so the reason why there's 3 is because they each come in different colors. So there's a green for each, with the tail, and without the tail you have green, red, and silver, I believe it is. And so for the most part they're pretty similar. It's just the coloring of her costume is different, and I think the snakes on her head might be slightly different. I was looking at some photos, and then for instance, like here, we'll probably look at some other photos, but for instance, the snakes on the top of the green version here, the human version or standard version, there's some snakes that are kind of laying down as opposed to standing up. And then also the human standard versions have more of like a neutral face, whereas the versions with the tail come with a screaming, angry expression. So it's the same for all 3 of them, right? The versions with the tail have all the screaming head, the screaming face expressions, and all the 3 standard human figures have the neutral face. So here's an example of the green one here, right? So neutral face, kind of standing straight up and down. They all come with this rocky base here. Let me go over the pricing on these. So the human forms / standard form range from 98 to about 150 USD. The serpent version ranges from 102 to 170 USD. And the version with the tail, the serpent version, when extended, is about 14 inches, a little over 14 inches long. So it's 36.5 centimeters in length there with the tail fully extended. But the catch is that the version with the tail is not detachable, right? You can't detach the tail. And so there's concern, at least on my end, on how well that figure will be upright and how well it's going to be, how hard it'll be to balance on the tail. So that's a little concern for me. Whereas the 6 scale that Mike is showing off here, graciously showing off, you can actually remove the figure from the tail. The legs just sit inside the serpent tail, and the serpent tail is static, right? It's a static that's attached to the base, right, Mike?
This is more of a figure / statue.
Right, it has both, yeah, with the tail.
Yeah, because indeed, and you said it was 120 for the 12 scale?
The version with the tail is 102 to 170, depending on where you buy it from. Yeah.
If you collect 6 scale, this is your better buy.
Yeah, that is, yeah, it's a cool figure because, like I said, you get both, and then you can remove the figure from the tail base, and she has legs underneath. Yeah, it's really cool how you can do that.
And I got her for under $200.
Nice. Yeah, Mike's all about the
deals. You're gonna pay $180 almost for a 12 scale. Why wouldn't you get the 6 scale? She comes up out of this cup. There's a full figure here. She's inside here too. The other thing that's cool, now even though the base can take up a lot of real estate, I would rather have the real estate down here than up there. And when you look at this, it's cool that she's standing way up on the stretched out tail. Yeah. But this base is just baller, man. This is so much.
That's a really cool base. Yeah.
Her whole snake wraps around. It's a huge base.
We're looking at the 6 scale here.
Once again, she comes out of there, so it's not just her. So literally, you're getting a figure and the statue all in one. Now in the 6 scale, also there's another version of her that is green like that comes with the screaming face. I believe that. Luminara got the one with the screaming face. I was going to get that one, but I wanted something that was not so scene specific. But I'm still thinking about possibly getting another one of her. If TBLeague comes out with a screaming head sculpt, I'll get it, and then I can switch off the head sculpts. But I mean, don't get me wrong, this looks fantastic. Of course, TBLeague has really changed my whole outlook on collecting. Fantastic. But when you look at the value and what you get, this is just far more.
Yeah, like Mike was mentioning, there's 2 versions, right? There's the one he has here is the silver version, the silver and red with the neutral expression, and then this is 6 scale, and then the gold.
Like the 12.
Right, yeah, I was gonna get at that. The other version is gold and green, and that's the one that comes with the screaming expression, right? So it doesn't have interchangeable heads. That's one of the downsides in the 6 scale. It's either one or the other. Kind of similar to like here in 12 scale, right? If you want the screaming expression, you got to get the version with the tail. If you want the neutral expression, you have to get the version with the legs, the human standard version here. So
so they get now with this one, it's either way. You get the green or the silver and red, and it's just the same. You get the figure and the shell.
Right. Yeah. That's what I was saying here on the 12 scale. There's 6 versions, right? There's 3 different versions. There's 3 different colors for with the tail, and there's 3 different colors without the tail, and so you have 6 total. Whereas in the 6 scale, you only have the two variations to choose from. Yeah. So more options here, and like you're saying, like it's again, price is a factor, but also space, right? We all talk about space. Yeah. So though the 6 scale version may not be that much more expensive, it does take up, like you were saying, more room. So for collectors that don't have a lot of room, but they still want this representation in their collection, maybe this is the better option for them. Just strictly
this takes more room. No, this takes more room. Where are you going to put that when it's sitting up that high?
Well, no, that's just showing you how it looks extended, but it's like a bendable wire. Here's a photo where it's curled up. Let me see here. Watch. Right here. See how you can.
What am I saying?
Yeah, and there's some photos where it wraps around the base that she comes with also, so you can there's definitely a it looks like there's like a bendy wire in there.
She can mimic this one by, like you said, with the bendy tail, but wrap it around at the bottom. Okay, I got you.
Right.
I thought it was just a stiff cone that stuck straight up, but I got you.
No, see that, but that's where the concern is, right? It's a bendy wire or it looks like a opposable tail, but I don't know how well the figure is going to be able to stand upright on its own because of that, though, because it's it's not static like the one you have there, and that helps it hold it upright.
And one thing about TBLeague, these bodies are heavy. They don't play.
Oh, are they?
Oh, nice and sturdy.
Metal skeleton right underneath.
Yeah. The Osiris that I got, man, if I hit you with it, you're dead.
You're dead. Okay. Good to know. Murder weapon. Yeah. Accessories. I didn't go over the accessory here. So they're both pretty similar. Like I mentioned, the only difference is the expression, the color you choose, and then the detachable tail. But aside from that, both figures do come with like a necklace or a neck adornment, as it says. A pair of coiled snake bracelets. See, we got the, of course, the armor, the forearms, the breastplate. Or I should say the forearm guards, the skirt. Each comes with a bow and 3 arrows, a trident, and a sword. Yeah, so for the most part, accessories are pretty much the same. It's just color preference, and if you want the tail or not, and the expression. So you got multiple options here. I might get one version of the standard, like something like this, maybe this green one, just to kind of have him on 12 scale display, to kind of go up against my other mythological creatures or characters, right? Absolutely. Yeah. And that base is cool also, that the diorama base. And you can see the base here on the version with the tail has this broken pillar, and
wrap it around.
I've seen some photos, where you can wrap the tail around the pillar, and I think that helps it stand upright as well. So there's that option. Also, I'm still holding out though. I still want to see a Medusa from Clash of the Titans though. I know they have the, what is that, the Harryhausen, the one they did with Star Ace, and I think it's Zesray collectibles or something like that. Okay. I think so. Yeah, you know that, like, they came out with that whole line. They did all the creatures from Clash of the Titans, but that's just way expensive. It's just way too expensive to get that. That's more like kind of like a statue. It has some articulation, but very limited.
When Zesray does the line, after it sells out, they don't do it again.
And that's the thing. Yeah, and that's they did it a while ago, and it's pretty pricey now. But it's just I'm hoping someone else does an actual action figure of that version of Medusa. That's what I really want. But we'll see.
But and you see 2 nominations. She's up for Figure of the Year too.
Oh yeah, nice.
How can you not? Look at it, the detail. I mean,
yep.
This is a piece of friggin' art, man.
Yeah, and for the most places I've seen, that figure's been sold out. I think there's a couple of places that has the green and gold version available, but I think the silver one is sold out at almost all, if not all places, all retailers.
It's just
the 6 scale version. Yeah, I'll put that link in the description below also, because I did cover those figures in a previous Figure Lowdown, the 6 scale versions of Medusa. So I'll put that in there if you want to check that out and you're curious, and maybe you want to kind of shop around and find one for yourself. But yeah, they're really detailed, like Mike was saying, and they look really awesome. I got one. Yeah, I ended up getting one of each just because they were awesome. I was a big fan of, like I said, Medusa and that mythology, and having that character in the collection. Anything else? How about this, Mike? Are you gonna get a 12 scale version?
No. There's no reason.
No. There's no. Okay, gotcha. You don't want to pair her up with any other 12 scale figures you have?
I actually have believe it or not, I've got a 12 scale Medusa from McFarlane.
Yeah, from the Spawn line.
No, this is like a vintage one. This was done like in the late 90s or early 2000s. I don't have it. If I did, I'd show you. But at one time, I did a diorama where I had Witcher, and he had a sword in one hand, and I had him holding Medusa's head in the other. And I had him holding so it was the NECA. It was the NECA Witcher holding the McFarlane Medusa head in his hand.
Oh, nice! That would have been a cool pose. Yeah, I have Medusa.
I'll get the head and I'll put it with the Witcher, and then I'll put it up on Instagram. It looked really cool the way I had it.
Yeah. I'm looking. I want to see that. I want to see if it's the same one I have, because I also have a Medusa from McFarlane, but it was part of the Spawn line that they did a while back.
Yeah,
it looked all like
I believe that was
demonic.
I think they called it. Wasn't it called the Manga Spawn edition? It came out with some crazy stuff. It was called Manga Spawn. Yeah. I think you're right. It's probably the same one.
Yeah, and I think that same line, that same wave, they had like an Odin or a Zeus or something like that also from the Spawn line. Yeah, it was crazy. But look at the detail on this one also is
for 12. That's fantastic.
Yeah, for 12. Yeah, for 12 scale.
I love TBLeague, bro.
Yeah, this looks awesome. Looks cool. All right. So that was TBLeague Medusa 12 scale. Going on to the next one. So this one I saw and I was like, whoa, what the hell? Yeah, WTH. This is really cool. Came out of nowhere. And again, this is one of those like, who asked for this? But now that I'm seeing it, I might have to pick this one up. So this is the... where are we at here? Okay, so the War Story Black Rock Musician Mania. So I think this is supposed to be based off of a Venomized Spider-Punk is what I think this is, but I'm not sure. I did a Google search for this and I couldn't find any reference, any source material for this. So I think this is just kind of like a what if type of someone's imagination type of thing. I don't know. Let me know in the chat in the comments if this is actually based on something, but I think the idea is supposed to be a Venomized Spider-Punk. So this one is, again, War Story, $98 USD, set to come out Q2 2025. Let's see here. Where am I at? Leather jacket, right? Leather jacket. Let's see. You got 4 hands, necklace. Obviously, this Venomized looking guitar, a stand. It says tentacular spare joints. So you have the tentacles there on the back. And then you also have like this spider thing that it comes with. And I think it attaches to its back, or you can attach those tentacles to it. And I'll show you here in a second. And then you also have this cat, this black poison cat is what they say, is what they call it. And they have it as a pre-order bonus. So again, it's one of those situations where I don't know if it's pre-order bonus as in exclusive to a retailer or timed or what, or how that works, but that's in there. Yeah, so this looks crazy, man. Speaking of music and mayhem and metal right here all in one, this figure covers it. Yeah, really cool. Okay, yeah, you can see the tentacles kind of plug into his back here. This jacket looks kind of like a sequence type of material, but it has like a bunch of what is that? There's a name of this like material that has this. You know what I'm talking about, Mike? Let me zoom in with this type of material. Or no, maybe I'm thinking of something else. But this does look venomized. Also, you can see all like the lines.
Oh, you mean like lame or? Not sure.
Yeah, I can't. It's not sequins. It's more like the patterned that it's like imprinted into the jacket, but it's kind of like indented. Yeah, I can't think of it right now, but I don't think this is it. Regardless. But yeah. Looks cool. Yeah, you even have this what is like the UK based button here, right? This is UK, Great Britain.
Yeah, Great Britain. Yeah.
Pardon the ignorance here of mine, but let me know. Yeah. So even more reason why this is. I think this is based on Spider-Punk. Hobie Brown, I should say, Venomized Hobie Brown.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty much. I've never been a big Venom fan anyway. Although I dig Black Suit Spider-Man a lot. But I mean, for art's sake, it looks cool.
Yeah. And this is another one where it's like a unique piece. Again, who else is going to do this? I know who asked for this, but that's why it's unique, because not who else would make this, right? It's just really cool. It looks really interesting. It represents, that musician aspect. I got that Deadpool and Hit Monkey set, that Marvel Legends, where Deadpool's where they're both in white suits and Deadpool has a guitar and Hit Monkey has like the headphones. I don't know if you've seen that, Mike.
No, I've never seen. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Have I?
Yeah, it comes as a 2-pack, and that's in there. I think it has a Headpool in there too. But yeah, Deadpool's in a white suit and he has a guitar. And of course, I have Spider-Punk. Gotta have Spider-Punk.
Wait a minute, isn't that Marvel Legends?
Yeah, Marvel Legends. That's
Yeah. I think I saw that on one of the channels that do 12 scales.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So yeah, this would go good next to there. Have kind of a little band, a little 12 scale what if band. This would be my only Venomized musician, but no, I don't. I think it's cool. But again, man, $98 USD? That is pricey. So part of it maybe is going to the materials, because again, the jacket is leather according to the description. So I don't know. Any other thoughts on this one, Mike?
Oh
yeah, here's.
I mean, like once again,
No interest.
I'm a Venom fan.
I see. Gotcha.
So yeah, for that reason, not really a whole lot of interest.
Gotcha. So this is interesting.
I can appreciate the artistic value of it. So.
Yeah, no, for sure. This definitely looks unique and cool. One thing I'm just noticing now is that I think his guitar comes apart, and then you can put the tentacles that he has on his back. That's what you attach to the guitar. I think from what this looks like. You see how it's here? It looks like a spider.
Yeah.
Right?
It probably just plugs in.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I think they just plug into the side.
Yeah.
Which is kind of awesome. That's kind of cool that they implemented that. If you want to if you have both, like basically storing the accessories on the figure. He's utilizing it as a guitar, and you put the tentacles on his back. Yeah. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah,
that's
some
pretty cool.
clever engineering, that's for sure.
Yeah, I like when they do that. When they do stuff like that. Let's see, what do his buttons say? I can't tell. But yeah, he has a Spider-Man logo here, a button on there, and then some other buttons or stickers on there. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, I think I'm leaning towards pulling the trigger on this one. It's just, again, the uniqueness and the ingenuity on this, on combining the guitar with making it into a spider. It's pretty cool. I like it. All right, let's see here. Let me just the chat real quick. Field to Burn. Oh, yeah, he was referring to the previous Medusa figure, asking if anyone made any Clash of the Titans 1/6. Yeah, so I think those, like I mentioned, I think those Star Ace / Zestray, I think it's in partnership with SWToys, I think it was. They did the Clash of the Titans. I think those are 1/6, but again, those aren't action figures. They're like limited articulation.
I thought Zestray was 112.
They do 1/6 also. They have some. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, maybe I'm mispronouncing it. Then it's like, maybe it's not Zestray. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, if Zestray is doing 6 scales, it's a surprise to me. I didn't know.
No, you're right. I think I'm.
Let's put more into the game. But I thought Zestray was 12.
No, I think I misspoke. I think I'm like saying the wrong company that
partnered
with Star Ace to do those figures.
Not
but
sure, I think,
yeah, I'm hoping someone does those Clash of the Titans action figures though.
That would be great.
Yeah,
I would love to see all that Harryhausen stuff. Although, like, the Cyclops and Seventh Voyage of Sinbad.
Yeah.
I know a company did, but I don't know if it was a 6 or a 12 scale of that same Cyclops with the hood feet. Awesome design for it. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I think yeah.
You ever watch any of the Ray Harryhausen flicks?
Yeah, just Clash of the Titans. I haven't seen the Sinbad one, but I've seen the Clash of the Titans. That's one of my favorites.
You guys see the Sinbad. Then there's another one. Well, the one, I'm trying to think of the name of the one. There's one where Kirk Douglas and they're captured by a Cyclops. And the Cyclops literally reaches into, because the Cyclops captures all of them.
I see.
And he's got them all in the cage. And he reaches into the cage, he grabs one of the guys and literally just bumps him down. All the other guys are like this, they're like, oh crap. So
I love the stop motion, yeah.
So now they gotta sit here and think about, how do we get out of this situation? And they figure it out. You got it. Oh, it's a great movie, man.
I gotta check it out. I'll add that to the list. I have quite a backlog, but yeah, I'll just do. Yeah, I'm a big fan of that stop motion and Harryhausen's design. So yeah, I gotta go back and check that one out. X Plus was a company.
He goes, stringy meat.
He talks.
Yeah, he goes stringy meat. Yeah, he talks to it. Oh yeah, that's what's scary about it.
I gotta check that out then. X Plus was the other company I was talking about. Star Ace and X Plus, not just right. There was an X in it, and that's what was throwing me off. But it was X Plus. So yeah, my mistake.
No problem.
Yeah, I was getting those two confused. So yeah, check that out if you're interested in those figures that look like that. All right, so going on now here, I'm just realizing we're at time here. Going on to 12 scale, sticking with 12 scale. Toys Battalion, we have the Power Squad, not the Power Rangers. It's the Power Squad. So this is based or inspired by the Power Rangers from the movie, I believe the original movie. I think it was like in the 90s that came out, the first Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie. So that's for those of you looking for that iteration or that version of the Rangers with that look, that aesthetic. Here you go. These are for you. They made these for that audience there, those collectors. Again, 12 scale Power Squad. You got all 6 of them here. I've only seen them sold in a set. I'm not sure if you can buy them individually for those, for whatever reason, that want to buy just certain ones. But yeah, it looks like they have armor pieces that go over cloth material. I don't know if you can remove them or not. Probably if you wanted to, you probably can. But it looks like they have plastic armor pieces, but then underneath there's like some sort of fabric suit. I'm guessing to also help with articulation in that sense. But you got all the colors. What's that?
You don't see that often in 12 scale.
Right. No, yeah, you're right. You don't. I will say they did do these versions first in 6 scale. I think some of them, they haven't released a full line yet. So if you prefer in 12, or I should say 6 scale, Toys Battalion also did versions of those as well. I only got the White Ranger because, of course, big fan of Jason David Frank, R.I.P., the late Green and White Ranger. So yeah, I was a big fan of that Ranger, so I definitely got that one. And they also did, I don't know if it was the same company or another company that did the Rangers in their ninja suits. And again, I got the white version, the white Ninja Ranger in his suit. But I didn't collect the other ones. I just wanted the White Ranger. So here he is, of course, the White Ranger. Again, 12 scale. Comes with, let's see, you got 8 hands here, or four pairs of hands. Different effects or different poses here. You got Saba, his weapon here, and each Ranger comes with their own particular specialized weapon. But for the most part, everything else is the same other than the color and their coins on their chest. Actually, now that I see it, looks like they all come. So they all come with the same weapon, it looks like, except for Tommy, or the White Ranger comes with Saba. Everyone else looks like comes with a similar weapon. So yeah, not too much difference there in the accessories. And it does say here, prototype shown, final product may vary. So again, keep that in mind for those Power Ranger fans out there who want that representation 12 scale. Here you go. Let's see. Oh, I didn't even cover the basics. So 328 to 379 USD. So pretty pricey, but again, that's for the full set for all 6 of them. Set to come out Q2 to Q3 of next year, 2025. 48 hands total. And then yeah, each has their specific gun except Tommy, the White Ranger, has Saba. All right, anything you want to add to this? Anything else, Mike, on this?
I'm not a Power Ranger guy, although even though it's way outside of my generation, I get into stuff that isn't a part of my generation that came along later. I just never gravitated to them. Although, if I did, as far as 12 scale, I think these look really good.
Yeah, I think they do. It's been a minute since I've seen the movie, but from my mind's eye, they look like they are pretty similar. I'm just noticing here, the White Ranger, his looks like his armor chest plate looks like a different material than the rest of his suit. Let me go back to his photo and see here. Yeah, so this kind of looks more like a
I like that. That's what I was talking about. You don't see like other. I like the way they mix it for a 12 scale. They mix that fabric with the plastic. I like that.
It does look good, right?
Yeah, they did it with the joints too.
Yeah.
You're going to get some good articulation for that reason, alone. Now, I don't know if what you can say about the feet or the knees look like they could possibly be double jointed.
Right.
And does it look like the feet might have rockers? I don't know, but
yeah, it's kind of hard to tell. I think it does.
Yeah, I mean, I got a feeling it looks like good articulation, at least for this one.
Yeah. The only thing I might be a concern is how thick the material is at the elbows right here, and if you can get like a full 90, or if it'll stay that way, if it'll push the forearm back down because it's thick. I don't know.
Is that really cloth or just soft plastic where his elbow.
Oh, you mean here?
No, wait, I said elbows. That's his penis.
Oh, elbow. I thought you said pelvis.
No.
His elbows. I don't know actually. Well,
his feet goes straight to the crotch. His elbow right there. You know something? Hey, he might be hung like an elbow. We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know.
He might have that. You know, some of us guys have a problem with that. Anyway.
Yeah, to answer your question, it wouldn't be a smart decision to go with the hard plastic on the elbow. So right, I don't know. It seemed like it is, but I could be wrong. I don't know for sure. I don't know if this is fabric or not.
Now you said that there's cloth down at the crotch here, the legs, right? That's cloth.
Well, no, I was saying it looks like it. I don't. It doesn't say in the description if it's actual hard plastic over cloth. I was just going off of the photos here.
Okay, because it kind of does.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, especially here in this photo too.
I think this looks pretty good. I mean, for what they are. I mean, yeah. I think if I was a Power Rangers fan, I might do it.
Yeah, this has more like a vinyl look on the red. If we look at the Red Ranger, like the fabric here, though, it doesn't look like a.
Oh, that's
right.
Yeah, but it must be. It must be really flexible. I don't know.
Yeah, they do look good though. I do like how they would look, but I'm good on my Red Ranger representation. I got on 12 scale, anyways. Yeah, I'm good on there. 12th and 6th scale actually.
You know what I would like to do?
What's up? Is what?
It's never going to happen, but I would love to have all of these in 6 scale, put them in black suits, and hook them up with freaking fan. I mean, you got Daft Punk.
Oh, Daft Punk. Oh, put them all in black suits.
All in black suits, but keep their helmets on.
Yeah.
And hook them up with. It would look cool, man.
That would be an interesting, like a colorful display. Yeah.
That would be so cool.
That would be cool. Yeah, that would be cool. I would like to see that. Someone do that. I would appreciate the colors. I'd like the colors there in contrast with the all black suits.
Yeah.
All right. So that was Toys Battalion, Power Squad. Again, links in the description below if you want to check those out and shop around and you're possibly interested in those. All right. Jumping from 12 scale, going up a little bit to 10th scale or 7-inch if you want to call it. It's like close to 10th scale, right? So 7-inch is what they commonly call them. Yeah, like McFarlane, NECA. And speaking of NECA, that's actually what we're going to here. These are the NECA Nightmare Before Christmas figures newly announced. This is the latest iteration. I believe these are the 3.0s. So NECA has done these figures twice before already. The first time was, I can't remember, but years ago. They were a lot shorter. They didn't look as good from what I've seen. Then they went back and did updated modern versions, which were taller. I think that was more, they kind of upscaled those to 7-inch, which is what these are as well here. But I've read a lot of, or when I was watching reviews, I was hearing a lot of issues about those on those figures. It had some of the joints, the arms, the limbs kind of popped off, and some of the paint on some of them weren't that great. So this is now NECA's third attempt at these figures. So it seems like they're redoing this line again, and this is the first wave of their 3.0s. And it looks to be a mix of both the 1.0 and the 2.0s in both the figure and accessories. Some of the stuff that comes with looks like it was kind of spread out between those two. So this is kind of a combination of those. So we have Jack here. Each one, by the way, is around $35 USD, or you can get the whole wave of 4 figures, which I'll show, for $140 USD for the whole wave. And this is up right now for pre-order on NECA's website. From what I've seen, I haven't seen it anywhere else yet, but this is up on NECA's website. And these are expected to ship next month, apparently in December. So we have Jack, we have Sally, the mayor here, and Santa Jack. So that's going to be part of wave 1 of these 3.0s, and you have them all here. So for the accessories, let me try to zoom in if I can and go over here. So Jack comes with 8 heads. So you have 8 different heads, 8 hands. 4 pairs of hands, 2 jack-o'-lanterns, jack-o'-lantern in a box, Zero, his ghost dog Zero, and a drawing of Jack. And like I said, if you kind of go back and look at the previous versions NECA did, it's kind of like a mixture of accessories here that they're including. I just hope the figures themselves are better. I personally am good on these because I have almost all, maybe for 1 or 2, I have all the Diamond Select versions because I'm a big Nightmare Before Christmas fan myself. And I have all those. Well, I should say most of them. There's like 1 or 2 that I still need to get. But yeah, I prefer those. The sculpt and the paint on those I think were better. But for those who are just starting off, for the new collectors who don't have any Nightmare Before Christmas fans or only have a few of them and you're looking to collect them, this could be an option. I know Diamond Select was re-releasing some of their old figures as well as a best of line. They're calling them best of. So they only release like certain figures from their previous waves. Not all of them, but they have like different accessories and things like that. So NECA here is kind of doing something similar where they're re-releasing the figures, but with a mixture of accessories here. So that was Santa Jack. Jack, Santa Jack down here. Comes with 3 different, 3 heads, 4 pairs of hands. Also his Santa hat that you can remove, his Santa Jack drawing, so it's also a drawing of Jack but in the Santa uniform, 3 presents, his gift sack, and a stand. And then Sally, yeah, his sack that keeps on giving. He has Sally has 5 faceplates, 2 pairs of hands, a pair being a fist and the other pair being open hands. She has the cat in the box, basket, a spoon, see a jack-o'-lantern, her deadly nightshade. So those of you who seen the movie know that's kind of like your sleeping herb, your sleeping potion that makes people go night. See a bottle and salt and pepper shakers. And then finally here the mayor, which comes with the least amount of accessories out of all of them, just has an open book with names on them, and I believe those are the names of some of the citizens of Halloween. In that scene where Jack and the mayor are gonna assign jobs to everyone in Halloween Town to kind of do their own version of Christmas, right? So I think that's what all the names are in there for. I call it a roster. I think in the description they just call it a book or a roster. His megaphone, 2 pairs of hands, also kind of similar to Sally, and then an ink jar. So yeah, not too much with the mayor, but the normal Jack here, I think that might be the star of the show here out of all 4 in this wave, just because of the multiple head sculpts he comes with and the multiple pairs of hands. I don't know. What do you think about all these, Mike?
You know, when this movie first came out, I said, I'm gonna go check it out because at the time, you know, Tim Burton was like the hottest thing in Hollywood. You know, and
yeah,
he was riding off of films, things like Batman and other stuff. I said, it's okay, I'm digging this guy. Let me go check this movie out, man. I went to see the movie. I went, wow, this was cool. I really enjoyed this movie. Actually, it's become one of my favorite Christmas movies.
Nice.
Now, when is the when was the last time they came out with this that had to keep the QC issues? How many years ago?
That is a good question. I don't know for sure.
More than 5. Look.
I believe it was more than 5. Yeah, it was a while ago.
Okay. Now, one thing I know, and that people have tested who've been collecting NECA longer than I have, they've really come a long way in correcting a lot of the issues, like QC and stuff. Mm-hmm. And I personally, I'm a huge NECA fan. I got quite a few NECA figures. Never, ever had a QC issue. Never a broken piece. And I post the hell out of my characters. I've never had a problem with that guy. And I might think about considering getting this because, I mean, NECA's one brand I have no problem finding in stores. Problem is particular figures I'll be looking for. The NECA brand is everywhere, and I remember seeing the first time this got came out. But I might consider getting Jack, but for the most part, it really doesn't fit into my collection.
I gotcha. Yeah, to kind of touch on what you were mentioning, yeah, there's I think NECA nowadays, I think in general, the figures are pretty good. I know people still have paint issues with their figures, but in regards to the joints, I think the issue with this is with Diamond Select also, is that the figure, when you translate these to figure forms, because of the actual design, these figures are generally thin. Like Jack here, his limbs are really thin, and so the joints obviously are going to be a little bit slightly thinner. And so that's going to create some issues there in itself, just by nature, because they're so small and thin. Yeah. And so I think you have to really pay attention to the manufacturing and the type of plastic you use, because obviously that's going to play a factor. If they're really brittle and thin, they're going to break easy. The Diamond Select ones I have, they're the same. They're thin. Their joints though are kind of they're made differently, where they have just kind of like the pegs that stick out, but the way they're connected like at a hinge joint in the middle, yep, with the pegs that stick out in either way, right into the, yep, you know what I'm saying? So they come off, but you can put them back on easy. And I haven't had any breakages on those yet, but they are small. You gotta be kind of delicate with those just because they are thin. I don't have any of the.
Does any of these companies do die cast joints?
Oh, I don't know actually. Well, for these figures or in general?
Well, it will work. I think it will work for figures. Like if you're gonna have figures with thin, spindly appendages, if they've got metal, and then you're not talking about a whole lot of die cast. You're just talking about the joint areas. It can be ball joints, but metallic. Yeah, and it can still rotate. And that way, boop, problem solved. And now, would it increase the value? Would it increase the price of the figure? Not much, because these ball joints, I mean, it's die cast, but not a whole lot of metal. It's not like you're making a whole character out.
Right. Yeah, I know 3-0 does, in their like frame, their skeletal frame of their figures, they use die cast on their joints. I do. Well,
yeah, and then of course things like TBLeague, they got stainless steel skeletons, which is going to have metal joints. So why not just do plastic characters, but just where the joint is, instead of put it in die cast, rotating ball joints.
Yeah. So I don't know about joints specifically, but yeah, like you mentioned, there's companies that do the whole skeletal frame, but yeah, I'm not sure about joints. I have heard though that it's difficult to get the tolerances correct with die cast. When you make anything die cast, I'm guessing because they're so small in this case, in this instance, they would be too small to kind of get the tolerances right or accurate on that. But again, that's just what I've heard. I don't know for sure, so I'm guessing that's why they haven't done it. But that would, if they can, you're right. That would be a really good answer to that problem there of brittle, thin joints. But this is really small.
Because he's so thin.
Yeah.
Make him out of die cast and paint him.
Yeah, I was just thinking that right now. Yeah, just go ahead and paint over somehow, or put something over the skeleton frame to paint over it, and then just make the body die cast. Yeah, the head would be plastic, but everything else.
I was gonna say that just to make and plus and he's so thin that even though he's die cast, he's not going to be all that expensive, but also at the same time, it's going to make him even more inviting.
Yeah, that's true. You can kind of feel the weight. Yeah,
30s, no problem him standing up. There's no additional amount of plastic that's going to tip him over,
Mm-hmm.
And he can hold that pumpkin pretty easily.
Yeah. It'd be like that's another thing. They got to make sure that those joints are actually kind of tight, so that doesn't you don't want loose joints. But that's a good suggestion there on that. So hopefully, I'm guessing they probably did discuss that, and there's something going on, or maybe someone's able to crack the code and they can make that happen. I'd buy that if they did. But these are, so again, NECA Nightmare Before Christmas figures 3.0s. These look, from what I'm seeing, almost exactly like the previous version they did, but just a mix of accessories though. Like I was mentioning, they look like a mix of their 1.0s and 2.0s. So they're redoing the line. For those of you that are interested and want these figures, here's another opportunity to get them. All right, so coming up here on the last set of figures, of the
I thought
stream.
you were going to say the last. You said the last set. Okay, I'll be 10
last
more.
set. Yeah. They come. Yeah, I think I've seen them. Yeah, they're sold as a set. We're going down to 1/18 scale now. This is SWToys, Ninja Turtles, Splinter, and April. So we have, this is the latest figures from this line that SWToys has been doing, and they've been killing, man. I gotta say, I have the Turtles, all 4 of the Turtles, and I have, and I'll go over what they've released so far. Actually, I'll hold off on that, but like I mentioned, from what I can see, you can only buy them as a set. On 1/6 kit is the only place I've been able to see them up, and that they're $82 USD, set to come out Q2 of 2025. And I will say, I did read that these are exclusive to Asian markets only. So I think China was one of them. There were some other places. I can't remember off the top of my head, but all that to mean that I don't think they have a license to sell them in the US, so you won't find them on US sites, just an FYI. And that's been the same as the other previous figures in this line that's come out. They've only been exclusive to Asian markets. And so these aren't any different. Although for some reason I did see Bebop and Rocksteady go up on BBTS. Those were the only ones though. All the other ones were only sold on online Asian retailers. So we'll go over Splinter here. So Splinter comes with 6 hands, 4 baby turtles, 2 of them in the crawling pose, 2 of them in a standing up pose. He has 2 kunai, 1 sword, 1 sai, 2 sickles, his cane, a training dummy, a hat, looks like it could be a bamboo hat, a bamboo matching vest / armor, a stand, a basic circular stand, and then a quarter piece of a diorama base, similar to the Turtles. The Turtles did that too, where each one of them had a quarter piece of like a sewer manhole, and you can connect them together, and they have like a little diorama that you can make. So it looks like they're doing it again here with these next wave of figures. So you have Splinter and then April. Let me go, here's April here. So April comes with 7 hands, 2 boxing gloves, a video camera, of course, she's a reporter, gotta have the video camera, a regular camera, a microphone, a turtle communicator, and 2 mousers. And then also the same display circular stand, and then a quarter of the diorama base. And as SWToys been doing, man, they've been taking liberties. This is like their version of the Turtles that look to be like a mix of comic and the cartoon, like animated versions. They look really cool. Like I said, I got the Turtles. They've also done, like I mentioned, Bebop and Rocksteady were up for pre-orders. Shredder and 2 versions of the Foot Soldiers were up for pre-order. And then that is all that they have so far. I can imagine, I'm guessing Casey Jones could be coming up, right? Because I mentioned here that these come with a quarter of a diorama, a quarter of like a circular manhole, and there's only these 2 so far in this next wave. So April and Splinter. So I'm guessing Casey Jones might be another one. And then I don't know who the third one could be on the good guys side, right? On the Turtle side, like the Turtles. What do you call them? Like the Turtles' allies or friends. So I don't know. Let me know in the comments or in the chat if you know or what you think, or if you do know for sure, or what you think the other 2 figures to complete this diorama set would be on the good guys side. Because for the villains, like I mentioned, they have Bebop and Rocksteady, and then Shredder, and then one of the Foot Soldiers, right? So that's that 4, that same circular sewer base that you can complete. You can put them together and form that base there. But yeah, they are really, SWToys killing it with this line, and they look great. Again, they're 1/18 scale though, so they're on the smaller end. They are, I think it was around 4-ish inches, a little over 4-ish inches, I think it was. Can't remember the exact height, approximately around there. But yeah, these look good. I don't know. What do you think about this line in general, Mike, and then these figures here?
When I first heard about SWToys, I was blown away because first figures I saw were their military line. And a lot of the military line, the figures had complex gear on for war, and the detail of the figures just wiped me out. I said, I got to look into this. Then I find out that they were 1/18. I went, I said, that's just too small. But man, Joy Toy is one of the few companies I've never seen a company do stuff so small. And these are different because they're more animated stuff. But like I said, take a look at their war line. As small as they are, the detail is just crazy.
Yeah, the Warhammer line, yeah.
Oh man, I wish that line was like in a 12 scale, man. I'd be all over Joy Toys because I really love the aesthetic. Yeah, man, they do. I think they do great stuff. Unfortunately, I don't own anything now because they just do small.
Yeah, I know they are dipping their toes into 12 scale. I think they have some 12 scale figures also.
Really?
But yeah. But these, yeah, like you were saying, the paint on the sculpting on these figures, like I said, like their other previous figures, the turtles, you know, they're killing it. They look great. The sculpt,
yeah, man.
The articulation, they did take some liberties, right? In the designs, like I mentioned, it's like a cross between comic and the animation. You can see April doesn't look like anything that I'm aware of, but I still like the look. The look is cool. Splinter, you know. The fur is going to be difficult to capture, I think, in any figure, especially this small. So, you know, the fur, he does look like it, obviously a plastic figure, but again, this scale, this small, and they do look like toys anyways, regardless. But
it's still impressive.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, here he is with his getup on his. I'm guessing it's like bamboo or some sort of type of wood-based hat, and his armor, his chest, or his vest, or his chest armor here. Yeah. April has the peace sign here. Yeah. Man, I was trying to limit myself to just the turtles, and I did get Bebop and Rocksteady because those look cool also. I did cover those in a previous figure loadout, and also the Bebop and Rocksteady from Joy Toy. But man, this April though, I really like the April just because obviously the color is vibrant, it sticks out. I love that she comes with these boxing gloves. That's really cool. There's that photo here where she has
the proportions are good, you know.
Yeah.
This is a baller company, man. I really like their work. I just wish it, you know, if they continue to go and push out more, you know, 12 scale, please give me that military stuff, man. That stuff is great.
Yeah. I know McFarlane is doing actually the Warhammer figures as well. So if you're interested in like in that aesthetic, I don't think he's doing all of them. Yeah. Well, if we're talking about the same ones, I know Joy Toy does also other military outside of Warhammer. They have other like factions or other lines that they do military based. So maybe if those are the ones you're referring to, then yeah, I think they're the only ones doing it, I believe. But
well, you know, you show me pictures of my goal. Yeah, that's it. That's what I'm talking.
Oh, that's him. Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. And this is like, I think the first time I tripped over him was like he had him in about 5 years ago, 6 years ago. Cool. No, about 4 years ago. It was around COVID.
Gotcha. Yeah. So on these, I didn't find a place. An Asian-based reseller that had them separately. I know Joy Toys website, so for those of you who are based in somewhere in Asia or in China, you can get them from Joy Toys website directly. But for us here stateside, or maybe for people in Europe also, I don't know. I've only seen them as a set so far, April and Splinter. So if I personally wanted to get April, I obviously would have to go in on the set. But I wouldn't be mad though. The Splinter still look a good looking figure. Again, that's $82 USD for the set. So I don't know. I'll kind of sleep on that one a little more. We'll see if I'm okay with the Turtles and Bebop and Rocksteady. But ladies and gentlemen, that was the stream. Yeah, a lot of figures to go through. We got through it. We did it. We're a little over time, but it's okay. So I had some announcements, but I'll save them for a hot talk. So keep an eye on the socials. On my socials, I'll post up, when that's going up, but I believe it should be Tuesday. Of course, subscribe, and you'll get notifications that way to my channel. But either way, I'll notify you guys somehow, right? So hot talk on Tuesday, most likely. I'll cover, that's the stream where I cover Hot Toys, news, announcements, releases, and all that jazz. But yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate your time. Thank you for all of those catching the replay. Mike, any quick final thoughts or words you want to say before we jump off?
No, just to recap what I said earlier, for folks who aren't here, Action Figure Academy will be no more. I'm going to be renaming the channel. Stay tuned for that. If you're subscribed to me, I'm going to try and change the name without losing you guys and gals. Oh, here's a really cool thing I found, Easy. I went into my analytics, and it shows you your demographics, where your demographics are the biggest.
Yeah.
Guess who? Guess what demographic is the biggest that views my channel?
18 to 25. Throw out a guess here.
Women.
Oh, nice. Okay, wow. There you go. Oh, Mike's got that appeal going on there. Hey,
I
you
know,
still got it.
I know why.
Still got it. Yeah.
I'll tell you why.
Why is that?
Because of the constant posting. I've been putting up like TBLeague, a lot of women figures. I think that like even the shorts and stuff, if like women are on YouTube and they see the short of Medusa or Chun-Li, they're just going to click. Oh, anything female. And I really think that Action Figure Academy is drawing a lot of women because of the TBLeague figures. That's the only thing.
There you go. Mike is killing it with the ladies demographic. The ladies man. There you go. Well, like I mentioned, I'll put his I'll put Mike Elliott's IG in the description. So go check him out, show him some love, keep a lookout for his change in his YouTube channel. He is in the friends of the channel as well, but like I mentioned, he's going to be changing that. So just keep an eye on that. But Mike, thank you again for joining me. Appreciate you talking figures with me as always.
Time, man. Always a good time.
Yeah. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, good sir, and you all as well. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. And in case you don't catch me on Hot Talk, have a great Thanksgiving for those of us in the States here or anywhere else you're celebrating it. Have a good time with friends and family. I hope it's a great one for you. So appreciate you all again as always, and I'm thankful for you all and who support me. So enjoy your time with friends and family, and I will catch you on the next one. Have a good one all. Later.